We made it. We're here. It's time. It's time. It's time. It's time. It's time. It's time. Oh wait, I can hear myself. Oh my gosh, 41 people waiting. Hello everybody. It's me. It's me. It's the guy. It's the boy. Oh yippee. Holy moly. Okay. All right. Let's see here. Boogity boogity. Oh, the chat is fucking crazy. Are y'all arguing with each other? What's happening here? There's a wall of text. No one man can read all this text. Let's see. All right, I'm gonna read everything right now. Big face Jesus. Hey, Vanity. Hey, let's talk, brother. Nate, only read yours. Okay. All right. All right, Vanity. You're wrong. You're wrong. I'm right. You're wrong. I'm right. You're wrong. I'm right. You're wrong. So, fucking take that, dork. Nate. Only read yours. Got it. Lord, we out here. Part 2. We out here. Also, I did a little update. Ooh, sorry. So hopefully ultra low latency is what we need to make the chat quicker to get to me. So that we're not like having 3-minute conversations in between point A and point B. Although I don't know. Also, yeah, sorry there's not a new overlay as I wanted to do for every single episode. Truly, there's a finite amount of time in my week, y'all. I do have a new overlay. Big face hacks. Yeah, that's what we're gonna go with here. It's equivalent to pulling my braid. Vanity, I'm just gonna disregard everything you say from now on. All right, because you're way wrong. I'm just kidding. Shay says, but I'd like to say that I pointed out that Helena was on the server floor when the last trailer dropped. Heck yeah. Vanity, you're better looking than I expected. It's AI. I'm actually not a real person. That's where we're at. That's the state of the internet right now. APOC, sup G. Thanks for being here, buddy. They send a guy now. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Mel, I was so excited. I didn't zoom in yet. I may zoom in on this. Oh, we're already looking at it. I was really hoping it was PD or like another Irving or something. Like, also, I think the caption said like doctor. I'm really excited to see what all that means. PD did cross my mind, but Mr. Grainer was really the thing that I was trying to say there. Milchick snapped. Hello, Hacks. Fiona, hey. All right, there was a lot of text up here. I'm just now coming into this. If there is something that you said before that you want to have addressed, do point it out either when we get there, or continually spam it, like over and over and over again. There's no wrong answers here, unless there is a wrong answer, and then I'm like, oh, we need to address that then. Cool says, hi Hacks. Hello, more goat people. I hope so. Jaja, Hacks, we're here. You sure? Vanity, you're not allowed. I don't know why you mods ban Vanity. Wait, are we legit just watching it? Mute. No, we are not watching it. Y'all are my captives as I will go through my thoughts and ramble and get little scenes like an Apple original. What does that mean, y'all? What could that mean? And this, a 5th season production, 5th seasons in a movie. That's all I'm saying. Mute. You have not been watching it through me. I'm a bad narrator. I'm a biased narrator too. Literally, like the entirety of every single thing, every theory that I have could be so on point, or every single thing could be wrong. And if you watch through only this lens, oh, you're setting yourself up for failure. like this. 4 wheels. I mean, we know gravity works. We know, you know, they designed the conditions of carts are like relative to our reality. That's all I'm saying. I was excited for this cart. I was too. I'm getting the story through this. Okay, mute for real though. Fucking reel it in, all right? Because like a big thing is that, you know, for this to not be... Never mind, I don't care. Also, I feel like I'm getting a good bit of... I think the low latency is the thing that worked. Because before, man, it was really taking like 3 minutes to get here. And now I'm getting some good back and forth. I was expecting a Cobell backstory. Yeah, I was talking to someone in Instagram DMs about what we thought was going to happen in this episode. And Miss Cobell, if she was under a bridge in this episode and we were just like seeing her surviving somehow in this Kier controlled world, you know, it could happen. This feels like a good, strong addition to the team. Like, I feel like she's going to be a recurring character. I don't think... I could be wrong here. Maybe she had a line in season 1, or was in season 1 in general. Like, her being a part of this feels like it's good stuff, right? Also, the reflection in the... Excuse me. She was in season 1? Yeah. I thought so. Something about this jawline. Also the reflections. Every time a show does like reflection stuff, I love it, dude. There's something there. Like the broken reflections. Also, what am I looking at here? He's kind of ripped. Somebody said, you never see this guy's face? Yeah, like they bait it, like right before it turns. Tim Blake Nelson? Honestly, if this is Tim Blake Nelson, that'd be cool. I don't think he has the exact same body type like that, though. Maybe he does. Tim is a smaller man. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. What was that? Oh, hey. Hey, thanks for subscribing. Oh, man. Sons of bitches. Christine, hi all. First time here, welcome. We're just about to get into the dental tools that probably relate to all the smiles that Lumen wants the refiners to know that they're responsible for. So yeah, episode 3 is season 1. We see a wall of smiles. A wall of smiles that has so many smiles that they change and rotate them out. Ooh, the bad soap is on the shelf. Hey, Alexa, good point there. Actually, great point there. I wonder if we can blow that up in the video. See if there's like actually a label or something there. But yeah, I think the dental tools relate to the smiles. Also, I think the caption said a doctor was speaking. I don't think that's Tim Blake Nelson. Unless he's like has he been confirmed or anything? Yeah, nothing really stands out here. Although none of these are individually wrapped. I feel like sanitary wise, like all of these would be individually wrapped.
Thank you.
Oh, but that's an evil man. Whatever he's doing, that's like... Okay, wait. What is it? Wreck of Edmund Fitzgerald. Let me see if you can see that. No, it's kind of hard to see. Okay. The legend lives on. Big Lake. I feel like I feel like this is the plot of National Treasure, and I'm oh my god, my brain is not working right now. Who is the dude from National Treasure? The meme, the god, Nicolas Cage. I feel like I'm Nicolas Cage putting like, you know, the iron ore 60 26 iron or something like that, and it was relating to shackles or something. A load of iron ore, the iron ships. The ship was the pride of the American side. I want to just play this song, but yeah, I like having a channel that's not banned. The wind and the wires made the tattletale sound, and a wave broke over the railing, and every man knew, as the captain did too, 'twas the witch of November come stealin'. The dawn came late, and the breakfast had to wait, when the gales of November came slashin'. When afternoon came, it was freezin' rain, in the face of a hurricane west wind. All right, they're sinking. They're sinking at November. At supper time. Can somebody look up the transatlantic slave trade and the times in which like they could sail? Because I feel like there were moments where you couldn't sail because, or like in general, that the seas would be too rough or something. I wonder if like November was like when slaves came over. The boat sinking, came the wreck. Where the love of God goes. Whitefish Bay. That's a Great Lake. That's a Great Lake. I think that's a Great Lake. There's Great Lakes. Wait a second. Wait, is this the wait, why does this feel so familiar? Wasn't there some famous ship that sank in the, or that would like travel down from the Atlantic through that like one canal? Or like I think there's also pirates and shit. Gitchy Gummy? I have no idea. Yeah, the Edmund Fitzgerald. Okay. Yeah, I think I need to look way more into this. Atlantic hurricane season is June and November, made voyages more dangerous. Okay. Carolina pirates. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Hey, okay, all right. I'm learning. Seems a bit mysterious as the fate of the crew. Severance ad is 1 day old. Hacks the image of Kier looking out at the mountain over the Great Lakes. Superior to be exact. Praise Kier. Aurora, hey, welcome. Welcome. Maybe the ship being in the depths of the ocean equals cold harbor. This would be a cold harbor. Okay, so we have a man that comes in that has like some mysterious importance. He's a doctor. He has like some power here. He's taken over responsibility from O&D, as O&D at some point had some kind of change to their process and needed this man to be in the middleman. Why is he singing this tune? Let's see here. I think these are, no. Dude is doing weird medical experiments. I 100%. As soon as they showed, excuse me, as soon as they showed a doctor getting tools, I was like, are we about to see some experimentation? So that's a interesting little vent up there. Natalie was definitely one of them. You think so? He likes the song, maybe? He could like the song. He could like the song, but there's also, you know, like there's a flow of information. Like everything down here is influenced and like is the world of Kier, right? So this being down here means that either a non-severed employee is introducing non-Kier lore to the world, theoretically, I guess. Or this is Kier lore. The Wreck of Edmund Fitzgerald. Okay, I need to look up more. It sank in a storm in November. 1975, though. 1975. Loss of the entire crew, 29 men. She was the largest ship in the American Great Lakes. Remains... Excuse me. Also, I think I'm catching a cold, y'all. I hope I'm not getting the flu. I'm really hoping that I'm not getting something that won't let me record audio, because that's gonna suck. Also, yeah, y'all, thanks for waiting on the videos. I feel like I've been burning the candle at both ends, and it's taken me longer than I want to, but I just had a good conversation with my roommate, and I'm gonna train him how to edit some videos and edit some audio, so we might be able to streamline the process and kind of revolutionize the channel here. Okay, for 17 years, this ship carried taconite, which is a banded iron formation, iron-bearing sedimentary rock. All right, listen, I was kind of, I feel like I was maybe stretching the idea that the highlighted importance of the rock that had no snow on it during like the last episode was because it had like maybe iron oxidization to it, but now we're seeing a ship that had like stuff to do with iron. I don't want to spend too much time on this. Okay, so career, final voyage, and wreck. I just want to know what sank it. Wreck location. Oh, it looks like it was a storm. Which I think they say then. I think they say that in the song. Okay. No distress signals were received, and 10 minutes later, they lost the ability to, or another ship lost the ability to reach the Edmund Fitzgerald by radio or to detect her on radar. Also, let me get some little background music going too. Okay. Now we're cooking with fire. I feel like I'm not going to be able to see this man's face, but I want to. I need to. A storm's a coming, a storm. Sorry, couldn't focus on texting. No worries, APOC. Stop, you'll rabbit hole. Vanity. You cannot contain me. I am living in rabbit holes. I don't know if chat deletes my links or what. Yeah, so it does. No links allowed. Pretty much also, pretty much every single comment that has a link will be automatically censored. It's not me doing it. I mean, it is. It's my rule. But yeah, as the safest way to operate a channel, I think that is just a rule that should always exist. Because I'm in cybersecurity. Listen, there's some interesting ways to send malware. Read the above comments. Oh, one day ago, Apple released an ad. It features Miss Wong and Milkshake. It shows flashes of the smiles from the Perpetuity Wing. Ooh. Ooh. What's up, Daddy Zuko? Yes. I'm gonna blow that shit up. I'm gonna blow that shit. It's gonna be I'm gonna AI fucking recreate that face right there. It might not. I don't think it's anybody that we've seen before. Admittedly, I don't. I want to see it. I need to know. All right, nothing like a good pill organizer. Get your vitamins.
Hey.
That's old Bob. I hope that is old Bob.
I guess, although my Annie fell off a rope apparently.
Fell off a rope. Is that a saying? In some cases, falling off a rope might be used metaphorically to represent losing control or support in a situation, signifying a sudden decline or failure in a project or relationship. Falling off a rope. All right, intuition fucking locked in there.
A rope?
Mm-hmm.
Were you hurt?
No, I just got a little wet, that's all.
Jesus, it's like it never ends with these guys.
So what is this? What is this? What am I looking at in that corner? It feels like there's like three girls, like three, or maybe not girls, but three young children, like playing some kind of game or something. And it looks hand drawn.
Guys, you know what the fuck actually happened?
I have no idea.
All right, what is that? This is breast milk, right? Why does he have so much of Devin's breast milk?
Fuck. Well, that was the old
You know what? I take it back. I don't think it is breast milk.
burning shit into your eyeballs thing going.
It's fucking goat milk. It's fucking goat milk. It's fucking goat milk. It's fucking goat milk.
Do you have any other?
It's fucking goat milk. It's 100% fucking goat milk.
I still can't get it to last long enough.
Okay. So what do we do?
Just keep trying, I guess.
Do you have any other ideas?
Hey, I'm sorry, I gotta get to work.
All right.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
It's fucking. It's goat. It's gotta be. It's 100. It's gotta be goat milk. It's gotta be. I'm telling y'all. The fucking dude. The fucking animals do not just produce milk at all times, right? This was a crazy thing for me to wrap my head around, but the entire dairy industry revolves around getting cows pregnant so that they can take the young away and fucking milk the moms until they're out of fucking milk, and then they will send the mom back in to be refertilized. I think. I don't really know the cycle after that, but the whole point is that you have to have fucking babies to have milk, and then you strip them away. We saw the fucking babies stripped away, a man bottle feeding, and then we see, him needing, I think it still relates to like super nutrition or some kind of way. This is, I mean, this is right. I've never lived in a house that had anybody in my life have bottled stored breast milk, but I feel like I've seen stuff like this. I don't really know.
How's the old burning shit under your eyeballs thing going?
It doesn't look like milk though. I think it does, man. I think it is. I think it does look like milk. I mean, but milk is not like milk is not the white milk that we're accustomed to. You don't think it's goat milk? Hold on, let me see what a bottle of goat milk looks like. I mean, it's looking like what I think it is. It looks chunky. Yeah, dude, it's milk. It's real milk.
Get it to last long enough.
Hax is on that raw.
Okay. So what do we do?
I would try it. Something like a ginger shot. Have you ever had those? Like the get better quick, you know, all consuming little shots, ginger and turmeric and all that. Terrible. Terrible.
I'll just keep trying, I guess.
Do you have any other ideas?
I'll be honest, I'm putting it in the video. They never address this. Unless I go through this in the next 5 minutes, we see something that like does do some kind of reveal about what these could be. This is goat milk. This is, yeah, I mean, this is everything, right? And yeah, somebody brought up in chats the lactation issues. Like lactation is a big thing. APOC, good shit. Devin can't produce milk because Cobell wasn't a licensed lactation. Nice. Eggnog. Yeah, it's probably just eggnog. Yeah, exactly. Breast milk is fucking yellow.
Okay. So what do we do?
Just keep trying, I guess.
Do you have any other ideas?
Yeah, he said eggnog. What's he say?
Hey, I'm sorry. I gotta get to work.
All right.
Maybe it's intestinal worms. Maybe
Bye.
it's not milk.
Right.
Crim. I
You
don't.
need to get your dryer fixed.
You're wrong. Or maybe not.
Or you could just like not live here.
Kier Egan drinks eggs and milk for breakfast. It could
I
honestly
can't keep coming
could be
in
something
and
like that.
out.
Also eggnog. Yeah. It's yellow, not thick. Cream cheese blended, not stirred. 3 eggs and milk. Yeah.
Depends on how.
It's a pina colada.
done
Hell
you
yeah.
get it.
Hey, when do we keep going?
Maybe tonight. I'll decide later.
Because I haven't remembered anything else.
All right, this part was actually crazy.
Right.
Maybe it's milk and they added the chunks. I'm telling y'all, like milk, the milk that you're accustomed to is not milk that exists in nature. Like it's not fucking like it's. I mean, it's creamy, I guess. I don't know, but it's not straight white milk. Like it's chunky.
Well, maybe he already has.
Okay, but that part. So like, for me, in terms of like the philosophy of identity, right? So like there is the innie version of Mark, there is the outie version of Mark, and then there is the reintegrated version of Mark. To me, the reintegrated version of Mark is kind of its own Mark, where they have certain traits of each other, but also it kind of seems like any Mark just dies, or any PD just kind of dies whenever they get reintegrated, and any PD only really exists when fuck, somebody said that they owned goats and it's not goat milk. Maybe. But yeah, so like my whole point here is that it feels like Mark is coming to terms with his innie having agency over him, and that probably wouldn't be cool. Right? He's like, "Oh, I don't know if I don't know if I like that." Cuz like I want to be there, and if I'm not there witnessing the moments and doing things, like what is this all about? Am I just is reintegration just me losing ability here? It's goat love juice. Oh, you sick bastard. More milk talk. That's what I'm talking about, man. It's all about the goat milk. Although somebody on the internet said that they own goats, and it doesn't look like that. And because it's the internet, I don't think anyone would ever lie to me. But somebody also said fermented pineapple juice. And it could be that. The pineapples are a little thing of mystery. Although right now, somebody brought up the idea that like pineapples are a big indicator of like colonialism, where it was like this foreign fruits of a conquered land, and then it became like a luxury item. I really feel like that's it. Like that's why the pineapples were, so important. Also, they're in a fucking barren wasteland. There's no pineapples growing anywhere around this area that they live. Hi, I owned goats. It might be goat love juice. You know what? I'm putting that in the video. All right, what's your name? Stamets. I'm writing that Stamets wants everyone to know that it's goat cum is what Mark's drinking there. All right, this is the internet. You did that. Everyone's gonna know. Exotic fruits such as pineapples, dubbed the king of fruits, introduced into Russia in the mid 1700s. It's the same stuff from the intro.
I'm fine.
Same stuff from the intro. There's some ooey gooey. Honestly, there's also the the poster that has Kier as a queen bee. Okay, that shit is actually wild.
Took the rest of the weekend to recover.
The real Zam. Okay, you know what? The real Zam. The real Zam wants the internet to know it could become. That's the real Zam at youtube.com. All right, the notes there.
I'm fine.
Took the rest of the weekend to recover.
I'm fine. Will I be updating Father later?
I like that. I like that he's like, "Oh, you took the rest of the weekend off? Wow, kind of bitch made, huh?"
He should hear it from me.
We have decided to spare him knowledge of this contretemps.
All right, I don't know what that word is. Hold on, how do you spell it? Okay, so the fact that they both call him father is super weird. Could be that they are actually family. It could be that everybody is family here at Lumen. The shared beliefs thingy.
Contretemps.
Contretemps. Everybody use this, all right? This week, your homework, use contretemps in some kind of sentence, and it means a minor dispute or disagreement.
Knowledge of this contretemps.
Oh, I love the way that word sounds. Oh my god, I love the way that fucking word sounds.
Well, please let him know that his daughter is alive and well.
Honestly, oh man, Helena's getting the boot to the butt. She's feeling some kind of way.
The team says your tempers will rebalance quickly.
Also, the fact that the medical team is analyzing their tempers, there is some degree of identity there. That's the end all be all. It could also relate to how the tempers, at one point the tempers, oh no, I guess not.
Good to hear.
Some residual trauma is to be expected after such an ordeal. Perhaps we could arrange another obligement session this evening.
An obligement session.
I said I'm fine.
What do y'all think that means? Obligement session? Okay. I think I understand how it's being used.
Is to be expected after such an ordeal. Perhaps we could arrange another obligement session this evening.
Okay, so they had one at the
I said I'm fine.
before the weekend. Then she took the weekend off.
Close, Helena. What's he at? 78%?
81.
81 as of Friday.
It won't be much longer. You can do this.
Dude, I actually feel so bad for her. Like, she does not want to go down there. And what happens is, like, the worst case scenario for her.
I'm not going back down there.
It won't be you. It will be your innie.
My Annie who tried to kill me. And then the other one tried to kill me.
Oh, but y'all know I love this fucking part.
They're fucking animals.
I fucking... dude. I've been saying it. Oh, y'all know from Independence Day, that old man. I've been saying it. Fucking, I've been saying it for 15 goddamn years. I've been saying it. Ain't I been saying it?
And then the other one tried to kill me. They're fucking animals.
Oh, dude. They're fucking... Oh, my fucking God. They're slave drivers, bro. They're fucking slave drivers.
I'll just fake it again.
We can't take that chance.
We need to clean this up. Milchik's many errors this weekend have forced our hand.
Okay. Milchik making errors. There's a Trojan Horse. We get fucking confirmation that the Trojan Horse is like the book, but also we cannot forget that Rickon is a buffoon. So I don't really know if it's that. I really think I really need to get this video done as quickly as I can so that I have time to sit down with every single episode, rewatch it with the Milchik the Betrayer theory in mind, and compile every single thing that would make it very apparent how Seth could be truly the one pulling some strings here. Also, like, I wanted to talk about this in the last video, in the most recent breakdown, but there is a point in which you just have to stop theory crafting. Irving and Milchik's interactions in the last episode were just kind of strange at times. Like, at one point, at a few points, Irving is like calling out for Mr. Milchik in a way that is just like, I don't know, like coming for, or like needing some kind of validation or comfort from his words. And like, I don't know. It's hard to explain right now, but their interactions last episode felt like they could be something crazy, but also there's a reason I didn't put in the video.
Father encouraged it. Many errors this weekend
Papa.
forced our hand.
Papa.
And Father approves.
Father encouraged it.
He said, she said, "I'm tired of digging holes, Grandpa." And what'd he say, y'all? What'd he say? He said, "That's too damn bad." He said, "You get down there."
It's a risk. We know this.
Dude, it's not a risk. It's fucking a death sentence. And if Helly doesn't... Ooh, I don't want to say this. Helly could die. Helly could die this episode. I'm sorry. Helly could die this season. I also think the show in general could be much more liberal with the amount of deaths that they allow, simply because we know that there is some kind of theme of life and death going on. So they could kill a whole bunch of people and, be able to bring them back at some point. Although, I mean, stories like that, you do run the risk of being kind of Making death not an important thing, and death needs to be an important thing.
But there is no other
Otherwise, there's no
solution.
risk.
Mark S. won't work without her.
What's funny though is like Mark S will work without her. Mark S doesn't care anymore. Like they fucked up. Well, also maybe they didn't fuck up because he's working and just does not care.
And the work is mysterious and important.
Okay.
So we must give him her.
Oh, dude, I feel so bad for her. Like, she is property here. She is a fucking pawn. She is like a piece to be moved around for the fucking patriarchal needs. There's something so interesting here as well about the concept of the magical talking box that I talked about a few times in season 1, where it's like we don't really know that there is a board. We don't really know that like there are consequences to not doing things. Everybody just has like a set of instructions and protocol, and somebody that says that they're above them saying to act, and then they act. And if they don't act, they have like, you know, vague threats of punishment and stuff. And now it seems like that hierarchy is escaping the severed floor, and we're seeing you know, this group, which is still somehow not the board, still saying that like the work is dark or is mysterious and important, as a way to justify why they need to do something and not explain it further in the exact same way that they do to the innies on the severed floor.
The board appreciates your sacrifice.
The board she's dead, dude. She's dead. The board appreciates your sacrifice. The board appreciates your sacrifice. She's dead. She's gone. And she is so scared, and rightfully so, because listen, Helly was ready to die. Like, Helly was born suicidal. She basically got the concept right away and was like, you can just fucking kill me. I don't even want to exist that bad. Like, experience and, you know, having 5 senses to like perceive my miserable fucking condition isn't that great. I just, you know what? Turn me off. And now Helly has some feels this episode. I did think that she was gonna just like kind of fucking off herself, but maybe that's what love does. Maybe that's what it's all about. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. All right, pretty normal transition. But look how fucking low this painting is. What am I looking at here? Wait, it wasn't that low before, right? Right? Is it to put her at this angle? Because they should have just made her a little bit to the left, you know what I mean? Like, so aggravating. It wasn't this low. It couldn't have been. All right, sorry. Let me catch up on chat. She's an animal. True. APOC. I'm thinking the board isn't a board of people, but a board isn't a motherboard. True. The board willing to risk Helly's life means that they have a contingency for the next CEO. I think that is a pretty astute observation. Someone just messaged me on Instagram and said, define jazz. The board was mentioned this episode. It just was. She's like, why is there a kid there? Fucking... Honestly, the kid is probably there because Helly was ready to brawl. This entire scene, her fucking hands are clenched. She's like ready to fight something. And I kind of wish she did attack the kid because like, it kind of would be hilarious, right? Like she just understands the situation truly and is like lashing out at the entire world. You know, it doesn't matter if you're a kid at that point.
Good morning, Heliar.
Oh, so fucking creepy, dude. So actually creepy.
Who the fuck are you?
Oh, actually so creepy.
Good morning, Heliar.
I feel like they're gonna make the kid like, I don't know. Y'all remember from Hereditary, the girl who loses her head. I feel like if they keep doing her being like a creepy character,
Who the fuck are you?
they could make a similar character there. All right, she replaces Mark entirely there. This is dropped, right? Like they absolutely made this bigger or something. Yeah, duh, Helly. Fucking idiot.
Please follow me. Mr. Milchick will explain.
Why isn't Mr. Milchick there? Oh, dude, she's actually frightened. Just checked. The painting looks to be in about the same position. Oh, okay, okay. Thank you, Silent Guardian, for doing that. Helly may be so disgusted with who she is, she tries to offer herself as again. I kind of thought she was going to just start swinging for the fences here. Like, she has, like... What else is there, right? MDS says, it sank in a nor'easter, a terrible storm. I'm thinking that you're talking about the conversation we had 40 minutes, 20 minutes ago. If so, MDS, if you're seeing this, hit refresh. That painting looks way bigger, and the way the sword is pointing over her head, exactly. Like they framed that shot like that for some kind of reason. And the painting is Cure pardoned his betrayers. Yes, it is. I mean, is the implication there that that she's the betrayer? Edmund Fitzgerald. Yeah. All right, in 30 minutes. MDS, in 30 minutes. We're all waiting for you. Refresh. Refresh and join us.
Hey, is she?
Her innie.
Honestly, with the way she says your innie or her innie, it feels so wholesome.
Is she?
Her innie.
MDR. Together again.
I mean, I trust it.
Come on in.
I need to know what's going on.
That's Helly. That's a Helly response right there, baby.
Like right now.
Where's Irving?
I need some goddamn answers.
You fucking Egan?
Ooh, talk that shit.
Was she spying on us?
Wait, what?
The whole time. It's called a Glasgow block. It allows one's outie.
Wait. Are you saying that she was down here?
All right. I'm going to say some controversial things.
As me?
Maybe she
I didn't like this stance.
still is.
Hey, I repeat myself. Where is Irving?
Yeah, where is he?
I'm so confused.
Answer my question!
Excuse me.
I don't know. There's just like something about the MDS. You are so fucking funny, dude. I love the 30-minute late conversation. That is comedy gold. Yeah, I don't know. There's just something about her being so upset about Helena being in her body that just feels forced.
Hey, I repeat myself. Where?
It allows one's outie.
Wait. Are you saying that she was down here?
Like she's devastated. She's fucking like about to be sick. She's hurt here.
As me?
Maybe she still is.
Hey, I repeat myself. Where is Irving?
Yeah, where is he?
I'm so confused.
Answer my question!
Excuse me.
Mr. Milchick is so fucking funny. Amazing acting. The difference between the Severance, 100% Aurora. Why won't Mark just demand that they tell him what he's working on? He hasn't figured out he's the main character. Oh, what happened there? And Egan slept with him. Yeah, true. Flat pockets, 100%. Like, yeah. It's all about you, buddy. It's weird that she said the thing about my body. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, Helena sucks, but it was definitely her body first. Exactly. Like, I feel like Helly already came to terms with, like, the situation there.
Helena Egan, in her executive capacity, was conducting valuable research.
By stealing my fucking body?
It just doesn't land for me. I'm not sure why. Maybe after I like sit with it for a little bit.
Irving had no knowledge of what management's intention was in this action. And in so doing, he nearly drowned you.
I wish he would. I wish he would.
Our only option.
I've been trying to die for 10 episodes now.
Dismissal.
So he is dead.
No. Irving B's Audi has departed on an elongated cruise voyage.
Bullshit. No fucking shot. Bullshit.
I don't give 3 dry fucks about his Audi.
Talk that shit, baby. Talk that fucking shit.
He doesn't have the right to take my identity.
It just doesn't land with me. I don't know why. I think it's her body when she's down here on the severed floor. Yeah. I think it's a natural reaction by Helly. It could be. She says my body because she sees herself as a person and not an extension of Helena. Maybe, but also I feel like we need to work to that point because like we go from her ready to die and her ready to just fucking off herself and have zero human experience regardless of vessel. And then she's having grand thoughts of identity. Like, I don't know, man. Again, that's the beauty of love. Love makes you do crazy fucking shit. Like, believe you're a person. I'm just kidding. Her mannerisms looked hellish. Her weird, stiff shoulder drooping arm. Black Schluben.
Have you ever heard the story of the Glaxschuben?
Glaxschuben. What a fun fucking word. We just really, honestly, we just make weird mouth noises and we're like, that's going to mean something. That's going to mean something to the world one day. The face that stares, parentheses, into your soul. We don't need to work towards that point. The goal wasn't really to off herself. It was. That was secondary. Her number one objective was to kill Audi Helly. You are saying the exact same thing. Another word died laughing here. They most certainly do consider themselves as separate people. Okay, so Helly. Okay, so why does the scene bother me? Why does Helly's reaction bother me? So like the last thing that we saw from Helly is her in the fucking devil's den telling the world that they're suffering down there, right? Like truly the only thing that made her not want to just off herself is bonding with Mark. And that's it. I feel like if we got like a little reminder of that or something at the start of this, it would feel different. But her just coming in and saying like Helena was in my body, it's like, but it's just all, I mean, that's just me.
Let's assume we haven't.
Glaxschuben. Oh, I need to hear it again.
Have you ever heard the story of the Glaxschuben?
Why is there a K in that word? Why is there a K in that word? Glockschluben. Adam Scott really nailed the mix of guilt and victimhood. Oh, yeah, he did.
Let's assume we haven't.
Yeah, I'm a Glockschluben kind of guy. One more time, baby. Let's go.
Have you ever heard the story of the Glockschluben?
Glockschluben. That might be how the video starts, I'll be honest.
Let's assume
I got you, car. Anytime. Sounds like if anyone said it to your face, they'd for sure... for sure let it rain on you for a little bit. Yeah, that's a real moist word.
Was known to go incognito amongst his people in the hopes of...
Fuck, how do you spell this word? Glockschluben. Oh my god. Okay, I mean that didn't work. I'm not rewinding it again. I don't know. There we go. Okay, thank you, Mel. The story traces back to a real Swedish king. All right, I'll explore that a little bit later.
In ancient times, the king of Sweden himself was known to go incognito amongst his people in the hopes of learning their true grievances.
I mean, it's not a bad thought. I feel like I've heard this story in some capacity before.
Old gray robe, a Glockschluben, the name for which he was remembered. To disguise his royal vestments. Keir Egan himself was known to do so in his ether factories. And Miss Egan.
Also, okay, that right there. Big. That's big. Keir Egan, working in the ether factories, meets Imogen and then becomes the leader of the ether factories.
Was carrying on this noble tradition.
Okay, he's undercover bossing. That's what we're talking about. This is an undercover boss episode. Oh, wait, Silent, you just said that. That's funny. Oh, wait, Car, you said that too.
It smells like horse shit.
Yeah, talk that shit, B. The Face That Stares, theory on big word. They used, you mean modern terminology, so it's part of the cult family code to preserve the exact same speaking style and vocabulary that Keir used in his time. Honestly, there is something interesting there. Right, like language natively adapts. Dat in 10 years, if in 50 years, if that is replaced with dat as just like a streamlined version that even right now might sound ridiculous, but we just all start saying it much more. More music has it in rhymes, and then more children are influenced to use it in their vocabulary. Like dat could truly replace that in a big meaningful way, and a big purist of like someone who is from an old time could want to truly preserve that terminology in a meaningful way. Yeah, I like that. I like that idea. The Face That Stares. The Face That Stares, big words. Preservation of speech. The preservation of... Because it's almost like the preservation of power as well, right? Like, if you're really good with your words at a time and then you disappear from the face of the earth for 400 years and then the language is just different, you no longer have the charismatic power that you had because your language is just so much worse or just imperceivable to the people that are using the modern terminology. So the big words having some kind of depth there is interesting. I want to think a little bit more about that.
Swedish horseshit. And Irving is
Also, MDS. I'm still waiting. I believe in you.
still dead.
I think here's a Nepo baby.
Irving B's Audi has departed.
An elongated
Don't get
cruise
sick.
voyage. I know. Is he going to come back or not?
The milky lineage. The big BS. The big BS of the whole undercover boss story is Helena would have just come down without ever being severed. Yeah. Dude, every character in some sort of love triangle is wild. Irving's out of there. All right.
Some actual honesty.
You fucking murderers.
You can't do this to people.
It will
MDS is using Internet Explorer.
take time to
Pour one out,
absorb all
baby.
that has occurred. This went well. Allow me time to absorb all that has occurred.
You fucking murderers.
You can't do this to people.
It will take time to absorb all that has occurred.
Absorbing all that occurred?
This went well. Allow me to escort you to MDR.
You're like, Mark, are you reintegrating? Amy G, when he coughed, I was like, wait a second. Best episode of this season so far, maybe. Eat some raw garlic, fight off the cold hacks. I'll try.
And help reacclimate you to your work environment.
Also, Carbon, for my own curiosity, where are you from? I'm just like, the raw garlic thing, I feel like is a southern thing that I've heard before. It'd be cool if like different parts of the world had that as well. I don't remember how to say it. I don't remember how to say it now. Glockschluben. Glockschluben. Northern Virginia? Heck yeah. Episode 4 was the best for me. The reveal was epic. I think so too. I think last episode was definitely better. I'm kind of just glad that we got another any episode. I really did not want to go to the outside world. Also, I need to take these off. Hurt my head. Grakschupen.
Abominable fuck.
All right, still 4 books there. I think the same picture. Oh, he's already smiling. He's so happy with himself.
This is you.
Hell no. I'm not going near that thing.
His swastika is no longer there, bro. Like, you can't fucking work there. What are these conditions? Now it's just a regular fan.
You're taking feedback? I hate it.
Same.
What does it mean?
Well, the Ortbow was a challenge for us all in ways expected and not.
Dude, they just removed him. They like literally fucking yeeted him from existence.
You mean like Jamie Egan's daughter Grakshupaning us?
Careful, Dylan. Words have consequences. I need to resend certain privileges.
I can't believe you just said this in the open.
As you can see, all of your items have been moved to your new work tri-stations.
Bro got Ort banished. Hey, I like that. They're missing a temper. True. I don't get why Helena ever wanted to be severed. What was the purpose of ever sending her down there? Flat Pockets, it was all about the PR stunt. Ort Oblivion awaits. Hey, Ort. Oh. I'm not that good.
Irving is a person and he's gone. So, we'd like to have a funeral. Not a retirement party. A funeral. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Fucking that's what I'm talking about.
A funeral. Is this MDR's position?
Dude. Little help?
Sure, as long as it's quick.
Okay, so like this kind of threw me off. Oh shit! Some ordinary. Hey, $10 coming in. One thing on last week's episode. I guess a plot hole or shows that the story by Kier was BS. He said that he went to the waterfall to drown out the sounds from the camp area of Dieter dying. Dylan said, "I will wait on the rest of your text." Oh, you don't have to do all that. Thank you. Let's do the next one. Wait, is this thing messing up? Oh no. Okay. Dylan said, "Oh, that makes sense," but Milkshake could hear Irving yell from the cave. He said that he died in the cave, the moss. Yeah, Scissor Cave was I think a little bit away. Yeah, I think, but also that's like kind of an astute observation there. Some ordinary. Like they tell us a story about them drowning out the cries of somebody dying, and then Irving is just screaming at the top of his lungs and is able to communicate with people around him. It could be because because it wasn't in the cave. I don't know. There could be something there. That's a great observation. Also, thank you for the dono. I really appreciate that. You got the 10. Call the Ben. Amen, brother. What a username. True. I wish Felicia had come to the... I do too. Oh, I do too. Has anyone noticed that the water tower looks a lot like a 70s style beacon? Oh. All right. Little rabbit hole. Let's go. Just Array. If you could find like a picture or something. I said 70 style. What am I typing here? 70 style beacon. Like a radio tower? Oh. Oh. Ooh. You might be right. There might be something here. Let me put this on the screen. Y'all seeing that? There could be something there. I can see that. I can see that. Okay. Irving got Joseph Stalin. God, okay. Huge PR stunt. Okay, I'm caught up there. Big spender, you said 10, and you call Ben 15. May. Oh, Ben. Y'all want me to call Ben? I mean, like he's probably sleeping right now. I could call Ben. I could call Ben Stiller. I mean, I like at any time I could. I just maybe a little bit later. I don't know. I mean, some ordinary. It's your donut. Is that? Do you want me to call Ben? Let me know. Okay. First off, your name was cut off, and I'm only now reading the full thing. Your name is Some Ordinary Gooners. Amen, brother. Amen, brother. In reality, the water tower at Bell Labs building commemorates the invention of the transistor. Dude, Hassan. I feel like we're cracking the fucking matrix of the water tower right now. The Bell Labs building. Also, APOC, I think I saw your message about the thing that you just wrote. Manatok? Manuntak? Talk a little bit more about that. Remind me. The real Zam says the real cause of Dieter's death also ties in with the whole male milk in the fridge theory. Oh yeah, the pus. Yeah, it's a transistor. 3 legs. Montauk. It sounds so familiar. But again, I've been doing a lot. Was the name of the file that Irving B was working on? I feel like y'all are about to educate me. Meet me in a Montauk. The Montauk. Montauk. Okay. The tower could be how they send signals to do the overtime, etc. when people are out of the office. I totally agree. Yeah, honestly, the fact that the water tower looks like this beacon radio tower. We know that they have like old technology. Transistor radio. The 3 legs. All right. Montauk. Vanity says someone's gotta. Fuck you, Vanity. You gonna fight me, huh? Monty. Just kidding, buddy. Montauk monster looks like the Fest thing last episode. Yes, it relates to a real-world government conspiracy that the show is likely heavily based on. Montauk is a city on Long Island, had an incident with a mysterious dead ant. What? 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 Stranger Things is based off the Montauk Project? What? Y'all, what is happening? Wait, actually, what the fuck is that creature? Initial media reports included speculation that the Montauk monster might have just been a turtle without its shell. Although, turtle shells are fused with the spine and cannot be removed in this way. Good job. Good job, media. I don't know what the fuck that monster is. I feel like just, you know, that's science doing its thing. That's nature doing its thing. Hax, have you seen Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind? I don't think so, actually. I've heard great things. Mountebank. Yeah. Okay. I feel like I'm taking too long on this. Have you seen the Eternal Sunshine of a Spotless Mind? Ooh, this must be relevant. Naked Turtle, am I right? A lesser channel that had access to dirty cheating screeners posted a good breakdown of the subject and how it relates to, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Oh my god, you haven't seen it. Great movie. Yeah, I've heard good things. Or maybe I have seen it. Eternal... you know, I have not seen this. I remember being a child and my mom went to see this in the theaters and I threw a fit that we weren't seeing something else and then I couldn't go or something. I think this was like, yeah, one of Jim Carrey's first, like, right? That's who that is? Yeah. Like one of Jim Carrey's first serious acting roles. I feel like it bombed at first. Maybe I'm thinking of a different movie. I feel like when this first came out, it was dogged on though. The film follows two individuals who undergo a memory erasure procedure to forget each other after the dissolution of their romantic relationship. I'll be honest, boys, I might just fucking kill myself if I watch that. I'm just kidding. In a video game. Okay. I am going to watch that, though. I think The Notebook bomber. Honestly, the movie The Notebook is so good. It is Severance like that in the Jim Carrey and his ex remove themselves from their memories via surgery. You remember if you saw it, yeah. Yeah, I don't think I do not think that I've seen that movie. Okay. Widely, yeah. Okay.
Quick.
All right, back to the thing. I will honestly, after Severance is over, I might do some deep dives into movies, simply because I think that the formula that I follow to truly intimately fucking dive into these hour-long episodes, I think that could translate pretty well in how I'm currently operating, diving into individual movies and stories like that. So that might be a movie that I dive into first. Also, The Truman Show. I've watched The Truman Show more times than most movies in my life, and it's legendary. I might do a video about that. Where am I gonna post? I need to make a note to cover this movie, and I need it to be somewhere that I'm going to remember. Or, chat, bully me if I don't do this after Severance ends. Okay, I got it.
Yes.
Do The Matrix. Honestly, The Matrix would be so fun.
Well said, Mark.
No, actually, you have to sell out and cover the latest thing. That's what I'm talking about, baby. You get it, Pac. Hey, Pac. Okay, what I want to talk about though is fucking Mark. Like, why isn't he being a team player? Why does he want to focus on the work suddenly? Like, this episode does in a little bit show that he is truly kind of devastated, and we're seeing the reaction to that. He does just want to work again. He feels kind of ungrounded. He doesn't really have a strong position here. He does just want to work, which is kind of funny when we're discussing how to incentivize workers to work in some kind of way. What Mr. Milchick did something positive? I don't know.
Not you.
Yeah. It also made me think that this was Mark, like Audi Mark, like reintegrated Mark. Oh, he's just like me for real. He feels violated. Yeah. Yeah, totally agree, Mel. Yeah, Pandora. Mark's response to trauma is to run away. True. Mark is embarrassed. He also doesn't see the point in rebelling since he was fooled so easily. True. Yeah, I think y'all have that right. Gabi told him he needs to dumb it down at Lumen. Maybe he's overcompensating. Ooh. Turn your head and cough. Did I not do that? My bad. Reintegration sickness at its worst. Oh yeah. Oh my god, the start. For some reason, oh my god, yeah. The start of the sickness. That's it.
We need to ready a bereavement kit for MDR. Meet me in the back office.
Dude, he looks tripped out. Like, he is.
Mark? Hello?
He's going through it. I also like that the scene mirrored how, when Hallie first started.
I'm gonna come in.
I'm coming in. Do what you need to do.
Are you okay?
Reflections.
No, not really.
This is so cool. Honestly, I need to look more into like the mirrors and usage and cinematography, like what exactly this is telling us. Like that Helly is just this big force. Like all the eyes are on him. He's feeling like surrounded here.
Yeah, seriously fucked up.
Yeah.
You couldn't tell?
Oh, I feel so bad.
She wasn't me?
Obviously not.
What was she like?
Like you.
So like this was one of the times where I thought it could be Audi Mark, because he doesn't like value the difference between the innie and outie or something.
You're like her? I don't know. I don't know who you are, I guess.
Hey, thanks for subbing.
You do?
It feels the weight of both of her personalities speaking to him. Oh, silent. Hey, that's good. He's caught between two fucking Hellies, y'all. Y'all are so smart.
It's not my fault that my Audi hijacked me.
Yeah, no, totally. I get it. It's sucks.
Vanity twin isn't real. Good stuff, y'all.
Mark.
Yeah.
What happened to you up there?
Oh, dude, I feel so bad for both of them. Like, Mark is truly going through it. He's understanding the weight of what has happened to him, and he can't even tell Helly what happened to her.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter?
Nope.
Do you want to hear what happened to me?
No, I don't. And,
It's so creepy that that's the person who basically raped him, but she doesn't even know it. Yeah. That's that. I lost my virginity. What are you talking about? Caught between two Hellies, amen. He feels, yep, okay. Eddie Mark is a deeply nice person. If anything, he's probably terrified that he let Helly down rather than seeing himself as a victim. Yeah. Yeah, it's so, man, it's so hard.
let's just try to forget it.
This is such a crazy situation. Like, she really has no clue. Like, everything was just fine in the last, like, hour of her, like, the last couple of hours of, like, 2 hours of her conceptual life go by, and then suddenly everything is just different. I was thinking he might be already reintegrated acting. He was acting so Audi Mark. Yeah. Dude, yeah, I guess the episode kind of danced around this absolutely groundbreaking fact that she's an Egan. Like, that's massive news to Dylan and Mark, but didn't seem like it. Yeah. I guess, like, they addressed it with Irving and whatever happened during the later part of the Orpo, they just, you know, like, it's already passed.
Well, the affections index for Irving B
Also, the affections index, that's kind of cool.
was in the high 60s. It will help the others to grieve.
Also.
It makes them feel like people.
Milchick is doing something that makes them feel like people. And we know that she is the voice of fucking the philosophy itself. Like, she has no other influence. That is her fucking purpose here. She is a child regurgitating all that she has heard. And it's kind of a fact that he is making them feel like people here. Also, this camera's a funny angle. I keep leaning over and looking at y'all like this, but then I realize I'm not even on the screen anymore.
That wasn't a question.
Racism.
That was
True.
an opinion. Unsolicited.
Yeah. I didn't ask you a goddamn thing, little girl.
Your first.
I've watched Severance 5 times end to end, and they never once use the word slave. Yeah, man, I think that is going to be a... I mean, I think that they're building to that reveal, right? You know, season 1, it was like kind of pretty... I mean, I don't know. Nothing is obvious to everybody. But like wage slavery was on my mind pretty much right away. Now, with like the overarching moments of like how we could be in post-Civil War Union territory, where we have a company that has virtually recreated slavery in a legal way. Yeah, I think that the slave is a big term, and using it too liberally is not the way to go. You want to use that in a big moment, right? Like she says, like the moment earlier with Helena, where she's like, they're fucking animals. That's how people talked about slaves, right?
You is today, right?
Dude, she's evil. She's a fucking goddamn villain, bro. She's like, look at her. Look at her.
That was a question.
She's dogging Milchick right here.
That was a question.
I'll ready the refreshments.
What? I'm in the camp of you could hit a kid. All right. A kid talks to me like that. In this world, in a TV show, I'm just going to swing.
You focus.
What's she going to do?
Signage.
Know your place. Miss Wong's a playa. It's so good. It's so good. Wage slavery or literal slavery. The second you use the word slave, it recontextualizes Milchick's endeavors. True. Know your place in Minecraft. Yeah. I'd beat the brakes off of this little kid in Minecraft. She's evil. She's evil. I've been saying that shit since the trailer. Scary. Frightening. I'm glad that we got more emotion out of her. It's going to be like a... Oh, man. I'm starting to cough more, y'all. Okay, so I think this is a real technology. Right? I think that this is what they printed out, and it's like backlit with different colors or something like that. And it's like some kind of big... it's like somehow playing each frame. As if it was like playing film or projecting film. I don't know if that's a real thing, if that's a real technology. Oh, so sorry, y'all. There we go. Technology. They did the math. The kids yearn to praise Kier.
Normally when an innie goes to be...
I just know Miss Wong wrecks havoc in Roblox. Dude, Roblox is one of those games I don't ever want to play that game. Like, I've heard so many good things. I've heard it's kind of cracked. I remember like the start of Roblox and me debating if I wanted to like start an in-game shop or world or something, because it was like theoretically going to be such a cracked way to make money. And like, I was just a young kid out of college and, had time to like learn how to code something. Right. And I didn't, and I kind of wish that I did, but also most endeavors will never work. And especially like a game that I didn't even care about at the time. But yeah, Roblox, wildly successful, and I've never even played it. I've seen like some people play it at various times, maybe in like meme compilation videos, but that's truly the extent of my knowledge. But yeah. I don't even know why I'm talking about Roblox. Dr. Deb Dr. Deb says, hey Hacks, hey chat, we'll catch up from the start after. Just finished watching. Hope everyone is having a awesome night. Dr. Deb, thank you so much. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you so very much. And also, this reminds us, it's been an hour plus since MDS. Yeah, I think around that, since MDS has graced us with a message. So I'm assuming that, you know, MDS, you just stopped watching. That's okay. But we've all been waiting for you in the present timeline. Roblox is massive, true. I'm too old to get in. Exactly. I have no desire to fucking play Minecraft. I love Minecraft at times. I have no desire to play Roblox. Roblox is just kids roasting each other. I mean, I like that concept. The idea that there's a video game where I could just go talk shit to kids. All right, you're selling me, okay? All right, Michael.
That's not feasible.
He got on the elevator. MDS got on the elevator and went back up. True.
Let us each take 9 seconds to
Okay. Whoa. What does that sign say? What does that sign say? I think it just said a number of quarters. I think it gave us an exact time period in which Irving has been working.
Each take 9 seconds to silently remember Irving and thank Kier for our time with him.
Okay, so the hang in there, is that what it says? 1870 to 1882? I'm sorry, 18. Jesus. 870 to 882?
There.
Oh, fuck.
You may now lift your heads and open your eyes.
I hope you enjoyed your 8 seconds of bereavement, you know.
We will now.
Okay. Yeah, that's 3 years. All right. Something feels weird about that. 9 seconds. On LinkedIn, it says Irving was at Lumen for 9 years. I feel like there's some conflicting information there. Because 7 years for some reason was in my mind. Keith says, I think back in season 1, he mentioned he worked there for 7 years, but was at MDR for 3. Yeah. Okay. They only counted as MDR time. I want to look more into this. 8th CEO was 70 to 82 quarters. When was quarter 1? When was quarter 1? That's actually fucking cracked. Phil. Wait, we could find out the exact start time. We could find out the exact start time of MDR. Okay. 2 minus 4. Oh no, divided by 4. So 220 years ago. We did similar math in a video, right? We did 220 years ago. $1805 if the current year is 2025. But we just don't know the current year, I guess. I mean, 800 quarters ago. That's a crazy amount. The show says that Lumen started in 1865. The show also says that 1870 on the outside. The show is set in the year 2085. Nate, are you referencing something? Kier was born in 1841. The first 8 of 870 might relate to the 8th CEO, which is James. The show is set in the year 2085. The show is set in the year 2085. Quarter one is irrelevant. Yes, math. Wait, I'm sorry, Nate. How do we get into 2085? It's set in the current time, given reference to the donor accident. Oh, 2017. Yeah, we also see Mark's license. Mark's like driver's license in the first season, and it says like 2022 or something. I think. Oh, okay. Oh wait, Nate, you're actually fucking genius. Okay, if they literally tell the innies that they started in 1865, and then 200 years pass on this little thing behind in which Irving ends, you know, this marker here. So 2085. Hey, now Nate, I'm gonna shout you out. That's good. I don't know if it's super important or if that will truly become like a thing we need to focus on, because it's like, this is one of those things where this could be incredible attention to detail, or it could just be like fucking nothing. Brendan says, "Are my posts invisible?" Hold on, let me look. No, I'm reading them. I got you. I'm sorry. There's so much text. How do we know? How do we know how long a lumen quarter is? That is a great point.
I have a eulogy from Dylan G.
Also, what is y'all's favorite Girl Scout cookie?
It's hard to pinpoint a favorite Irving story. The least fun guy in the world, he was really fun.
Fucking got him.
He put the dick in contradiction. The least fun guy in the world, he was really fun. He put the dick in contradiction. One time, he was pissed at me for watering down the
It's just so fucking funny. He was a disappointed mother in that moment. He was devastated. The one where you don't handle the rapper in the mic. Listen, I'm a professional streamer. All right, I'm learning.
So he put. He stopped me before I drank it, though. He just wanted to make a point, not harm me.
Okay, I got to tell a story. My boss and his coworkers used to fucking pour sugar and salt into their coworkers' drinks. Like everyone's in on the game, right? But if your buddy left their drink unattended at their desk, they would just have like little salt and pepper packets or salt and sugar packets, and just as soon as they left, similar to like leaving your computer unlocked, but they would just dump salt into each other's drinks. I don't know why. I want that so bad. Like, it just doesn't seem like I live in a time where we can just fucking like poison each other's drinks like that. And we don't. Like, me and my boss have decided that we perfectly consent to that situation because it's hilarious. And neither one of us have ever done it, you know? Like, yeah. And so him stopping him from drinking the toner and then accidentally taking a sip is so real. My boss tells a story where when they were doing that, I think his boss at the time, they were like in a meeting, and the meeting started, and right at the start of the meeting, he like drank the water and it was salty, and the boss like 3 times throughout the meeting forgot that interaction happened, and he went and took a drink and you know, re-got himself.
He asked me for help with something near the end, and I didn't listen. And in his final moments, he would have been totally justified in telling me to suck my own fuck.
True.
But he didn't.
He's a good man. He's a good man. We know that Dylan started Tumwater 11 weeks prior to the start of the show and is at 96%. Helly completes her file in less time. In episode 3, Natalie mentions the quarter is ending in 3 weeks from season 1. Interesting. What if the first quarter is a reference to Kier's date of birth, not the company's founding? Also, none of y'all said Thin Mints. How do y'all... Not one Thin Mint lover? Is a throuple on the horizon? Always hoping. Always hoping. Field's got to be the guy at the beginning. Bert was big on the Irv map. Thin Mints are number 2. Mine's Thin Mints. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Oh, you're a Thin Mint person. Yeah. Who would even... Hey, sugar salt. My throat's starting to hurt, y'all. Thanks, Hax. I'll catch the rest tomorrow at work. Appreciate your work. Thin Mints are obviously up there. Hell yeah. Carbon 313. I appreciate you being here. Girl Scout cookies is a pretty good weed strain. Yeah, hell yeah, brother. Tag along between two. Oh, okay. Phil, a man of culture, I see.
You may now briefly partake in Irving's fruit head.
Okay, so this?
Whose dark hair is courtesy of the Black Beauty watermelon.
The Black Beauty watermelon. Honestly, the colonialism idea with the king of the fruits, I think that's right. The pineapple is the king of the fruits. Eat some garlic, get it taken care of. I'm gonna eat some garlic. Car, if garlic doesn't fix it, I'm telling my mom. The chocolate coconut ones, obviously Samoa's. Yeah, I think so. B Riley, hey, also welcome to the chat. B Riley, Melon Irv is kind of ... Yeah, not creepy at all. Yeah, I think that like they mentioned Malaysia there for some reason, right? The Black Beauty melon.
Fruit head. Whose dark hair is courtesy of the Black Beauty watermelon from the country of Malaysia.
Why is that information that they need to know? Like, what are they telling us is what I'm after. It just feels like colonialism. Like that's maybe it's just saying that like that's a part of the world that they like actively have a flow of resources from. Like Malaysia's been conquered. I think it's a homage to Irving being Jewish. Maybe. No malice palace. Amen, brother. Amen.
I thought I was going to...
How did they prep the watermelon and the Irving video so quickly?
Yes, well...
Okay. Oh, is it a little... Oh, what is that Jewish hat? A kippah? A yarmulke. There it is. They're overselling as usual 3D printed food. I don't know. I don't know how how did they? Right? Because like the video at first that we talk about in like episode 1, where we realize like a day or two had passed and they have like a whole claymation, you know, ready to go. At first I didn't really care. It didn't seem like it was anything super crazy, but it does seem like as we get these incentives that just like pop up and have like multiple big things like that, like a whole animation thing, who's out there carving it, what kind of resources are happening behind the scenes. I think I'm getting more curious about the resources that are behind the scenes.
Well, I feel the theremin works best in moderation.
But I
You
practice.
can play your piece for me.
And this is so funny because it's like, what is the purpose of this conversation? It's a kippa. Yeah, is a Yiddish word for it? Oh, okay. Kippa. Hey, thank you, Ben Katz. They used a CNC to make the head. It looks like a 3D printer in reverse. I think you're right. Mel says, LOL, she practiced. I know. Shut up, little girl.
Yes.
Follow orders.
I feel the theremin works best in moderation.
And the playing it.
You can play your piece for me later. Yes.
The yes question is so funny because it's like ending on a question, like yes as the question. When she asked if she could say a question, then said something, and then had like a little snarky remark about if his performance review is coming up. I just what is the thing? Why play later? Like it feels like they're beefing. It feels like they're beefing in a way that Cobell and Milchick would never. Mainly because Cobell was scary, like was way scarier than Mr. Milchick. Huh, I don't know. My throat hurts. This is episode 5, right? True. Yes, the Divine Messenger. Yes. Is that his ear? Wait a second. He's got his ear. So Dylan is hearing him now? Is that the significance there?
You okay?
Or maybe he just likes ears. He's just... I know there's one of you in chat. I know there's one of you in Praise Ear Ray. Get out. Get out, Ray. Get out. That was good. Praise Ear. Praise Ear. Ah, fuck. Wow.
You know
Hey, Praise Ear. Hey, isn't that funny joke that I just said by myself? Isn't that so funny, y'all? Oh my God. Wow. I'm a witty man. Ray Death Ray. Well,
Seriously.
well, Hax.
I mean, isn't that kind of over?
Just let him go.
He literally had his ear in his private moment. He's hearing his message. Oh man. Ooh, the early stages of an illness are plaguing me.
What?
Irving was your friend, and he's dead. Why don't you give a shit?
Because he's not dead, he's just not here.
So this is why I don't know if it's like a trauma response, right? I think that Mark is truly fucking justifiably shooken, but like what he's saying is just anti-any. Like this really is such an outie response, right? It's like
Just let him go.
you sound like Mark Hax.
Irving was your friend, and he's dead. Why don't you give a shit?
Because he's not dead, he's just not here.
You two catch up?
What's that?
Dude, and even the way that he like looks at Dylan.
because he's not dead. He's just not here.
You two catch up?
What's that?
He's so fucking mean. Mark is between worlds. He's not processing correctly. Neuroplastic M or me F. I think that's right. Mark is cold, standoffish dude while suppressing grief and trauma. Any Mark is doing the same. Oh, Cerulean Clouds. That's good. Anti getting his ass axed. I feel like this is Audi feeling blending through. Edward, yeah. Hey, Edward also. Welcome. Hello. I know that you've been here this entire time. BT dubs. And thank you for being here. Mark can't deal with death in any way. Mark can't deal with death in any way. I love the way that sounds. Mel, good shit. Mark finally has the post-nut clarity. Listen, boys, I'm telling you, all wisdom and power and strength and everything that you need in life is stored in your balls. Do not ever take your own power away.
You tell her Miss Casey's your wife yet?
Wait.
Dude, they're beefing.
What?
They're beefing, bro.
Yeah, I mean, it's my Audi's wife, but sure. No, it's pretty
Happy to be here. Need to distract myself from life. Edward.
crazy.
I'm glad you're here, buddy.
Mark.
Yeah, I mean, it's my Audi's wife, but sure. No, it's pretty crazy.
Come on.
Mark.
Mark is dread. Mark is dread. Hey, John answers.
Mark. What the hell? Why won't you talk to me?
What do you want to talk about, Ellie?
I don't know, maybe the fact that Miss Casey's your Audi's wife? What are we gonna do?
No, we're not going to do anything.
Not gonna do anything. Seriously?
Yes, seriously.
We'll work as a team. We'll figure this out.
Will, there's no we. Me, looking for everything we're doing.
That wasn't me. Mark, look, I'm not her. I'm not.
What do I believe? What do I believe here?
I'm me.
What's up with the Edmund Fitzgerald? Did I miss that discussion? Ask MDS. Oh, dude. This is so funny. Yeah, we talked about it for a little bit earlier. Honestly, the Edmund Fitzgerald conversation, I don't know really where I stand on that. I think that there is something that they're telling us there. I also think that the fact that the tune itself is on a severed floor is a big thing. Edward. Edward. Yeah, Edward. I don't really know.
Ellie.
Because it's all about the Kier lore.
And how do I know that?
You don't.
Very much.
Cool transition.
Stop being a fucking asshole.
Yeah. 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 Mark's way of coping with death is to suppress his feelings and focus on his work rather than think about the loss and reflecting on its impact on him. Innie and Audi have the same coping mechanism. Little lady, 100%. Connor says, massive plot hole. They never mentioned Dylan having Greener's ID in season 1. Maybe that'll come back around. Yeah, Connor, I brought that up at some point about what they could be, searching for with Helena being down there. I guess at the end of this, at the end of that entire fucking thing. She was just down there to help control them or something.
Your first performance review as department chief. Excited?
Very much so.
Shall we?
Natalie, just before we begin.
Okay, so this. I fully believe. I 98% believe.
Again, I was wondering if I could have a word with you.
98.89761.5% believe. That Milchick is the betrayer, and he's trying to, oh, what is it called? Like he's like trying to see if they're on the same page without saying it.
The paintings.
I feel like there's a word I want to use here.
I want you to understand I am grateful for them. Truly. If they're a measure of appreciation, then I accept that appreciation.
If they're a measure of appreciation.
I was just wondering if you could share
He's probing,
with me a
yeah.
little how you felt when you received the paintings.
Natalie So NPC. In spite of what he's done, Seth can't show up here as himself, and he just wants to be understood. He wants true affinity with someone. I can see that. Probing, centrifuge. Watching this, and I really thought Milkshake may turn for the innies until that elevator scene. Yeah.
Somewhat complicated feelings they evoke.
Tremel Tillman in chat. Hell yeah. Absolutely, Shane. Man, I really is it because the whole thing is the Trojan Horse? There's a Trojan Horse.
Mr. Drummond's waiting.
We got to get back to work.
Yes, of course.
Milchick is going to change sides by the end. Yeah, I fully believe that. Also, okay. Somebody said in one of my comments about before this episode aired that we know what's behind the sign here. Is that true? Am I just forgetting some major thing about the hang in there thing?
Okay, asshole. Guess this is it. Sorry I let you down.
Dude, you should probably stop and get some rest. I wonder if the showrunners are schlumping us in this chat. I'm gonna. Oh my god. I'm gonna. Somebody predicted the export corridor behind the poster. Irving's last words. Yeah, no. But I'm gonna find the comment. But somebody before this episode aired, literally like word for word revealed what happened here. Yep, Hax picture Irving drew of hallway with directions written on the back. Was that a conversation? Because no, right? He's not recalling a moment. He's like contemplating if it could be, right? Nate, that was you? Nate, are you Dan? Are you Dan Erickson? So, oh man, my chest hurts. All right, a lot of turning here. But does this mean that him and Felicia did this, or that Felicia wrote this? Do we see Irving's handwriting ever? We see his drawing. I don't know if we see his handwriting, if we can compare anything to anything. Milky, are you saying that someone predicted it before episode 3 because it was a code yelled directly from Irving to Dylan at the falls? Yeah. No, the code, like in my last video, I talk about how that could be more. Like it was just odd, right? It's like clearly a signal. And it either means that Irving has more information or is trying to communicate something covertly to Dylan. And we see that now. But somebody in that comment section was literally saying that we already knew that this exact thing was hidden behind this painting. And I'm trying to figure out where that comment came from. I think there's something in the teaser videos with Helly picked up. Oh, okay. Yeah, Milky, right? Felicia just gave him the directions. Yeah.
Welcome, Mr. Milchik. Today I will be conducting...
I want to see the front of this book. I want to see the front of this book. In the teaser video, you see Helly picking up the picture. Maybe that's it. Performance. Yeah, okay.
Today I will be conducting your monthly performance review. This review can take anywhere from 2 to 6 hours depending on the number of atonements and approbations required. If the review is to take longer than 4 hours, there will be a break for lunch with the order taken in advance.
Well, I hope that won't be necessary.
Just common decency.
Here is the lunch menu.
Oh, that was so good. Ooh, that was so good. That was good. That was good right in there. Connor says, any thoughts? I try not to have any thoughts. Felicia just gave him the directions. Is that what you were mentioning, Connor? Yeah, I think so. Brennan says, I have it in my notes about the sign, but I didn't send it. I had in my notes, Helena as Helly would be hell of a way to start season 2. Yeah, hell yeah.
Start with the positives.
Ooh, reflections. Ooh, reflections.
You received the gift of cure.
Drummond is a real scary dude. So, yeah.
Your attendance
From a self-gratifying frolicker. Wonderful. Honestly, y'all, I'm really thinking about getting that frolic tattoo. That's kind of a hard tattoo. Like, even the same spot, it's kind of a hard tattoo.
Alternatively, and sadly,
and the biggest thing on my mind is like, I didn't get a Westworld maze anywhere on my body because the idea that this, like, it would be bad, was always just like every single thought I had about it. But also, Westworld was a pivotal part of my life and a grand moment in which I do wish I had like I wish I had the maze on my body right now. That means something intimate to me, and regardless of if like every other season wasn't as good as the first or not, that maze was something special. And yeah, I love the idea of having frolic on my hand right now. Don't you dare. It would be a male version of a tramp stamp. Okay, Mel. Wait for the show's completion, but show tattoo in case there is a double meaning. I loved all 4 seasons. I did too. I loved Westworld. Everyone else on Scream ears were covers, stocking hats, except Irving's left. Team. Everyone else on team. Sorry, John. I can't process that. In hindsight, it's good that you didn't get that tattoo. Keith, you're wrong. I was asking if anyone had ideas who the old man is in the intro. I think. Oh, Connor. I think it's Kier, right? Praise Kier. Westworld season 1 was probably my favorite season of TV. Then it went downhill. Westworld was on season 1 of Westworld was unstoppable. Unstoppable. Like, absolutely one of the best pieces of fiction that has ever been written.
have been 3.
Just get the hang in there poster tatted on your back. Dude, that's what I'm saying, bro. Praise ear. Honestly, praise ear. That's a great thing that I invented by myself. Ray. For the Frolic Fund. Little lady. Little lady. Ma'am. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Thank you. Truly, intimately, sincerely. Thank you so much for that. That is awesome. $50. That is absolutely the highest dono we have ever gotten. And for the Frolic Fund, praise ear. Thank you so much.
Contentions reported.
I also keep I don't know if we ever see his other hands, but I really thought he was gonna have a temper on each hand, because like having Frolic on one and then Malice on the other, so hard, so fucking hard.
Anonymously, which have been investigated and confirmed.
Oh?
1. Uses too many big words.
Who's giving this review? Who's peer reviewing him? Is there a exit survey? Like, are the Audis, or I'm sorry, the innies able to like shed some light here? Who's adding that he has too many big words? Is it truly just the little girl and he knows?
I may colloquially employ.
Well, perchance.
Anti-deflections will.
Anti-deflections.
We heard after the lunch break.
Anti-deflections? Miss Wong 100%? Did he say? Yeah. Big words. Sounds like something a child would say. True.
2.
10,000% complaints from,
of your
yeah.
daily logs, the paperclip was installed back to front.
I just start swinging. At that point, I'm out.
Which led to a confusion as to where in the...
Also, it's so funny. This is such a small thing, but moments like this, they make everything. First off, his glasses, they frame his face in such a different way than when he's just like a big dude. Yeah. And then this little thing is with his hand.
On several of your daily logs, the paperclip
Eye contact.
was installed back to front.
And this right here.
Which led to a confusion as to where in the document to begin.
He's like, it's imperceivable. It's fucking, like the paperclip was not in the right paperclip direction. Everybody knows that. It was kind of like hard to read. I was fucking ungrounded. I had no idea what was up and what was down.
The bulk of our day will revolve around the following. You brought in a new refining team for Mark S, which failed to coalesce.
Also, he sunk down in his seat in such a tiny amount, like so hard. I'm not going to rewind it, but
you instituted kindness.
You can see him shrink down just a little bit.
Brought in a new refining team for
See, a little bit.
Which failed to coalesce. You instituted kindness reforms.
Because I'm not Harmony Cobell.
Okay. Kindness reforms. So again, Mr. Milchick taking a kindness reform stance, a pro-worker stance. A pro-worker stance after reading the words of Rickon and then leaving that book behind, right? B. Riley O'Connor, $20 coming. Oh my God. Hey, thank y'all. Thank y'all so very much. Also, I want to just plug this again. In my last video, I announced that I'm starting a GoFundMe. You can find the link in the description. Right now we have about $50 raised to that. Essentially what that is for closing costs. I'm about to buy my first home. I have about 3 months to make this operation happen, and all of your donations here on GoFundMe, on Patreon, on YouTube membership, on anything that you have to give in a way that I have to receive it, is all going to that. And truly, the ad revenue from this channel and what I've done since 2016 has all largely gone into savings, and then, well, truly the stock market, in which then I turn that into a down payment. YouTube does not pay that much. And also, like, $50 is literally the most amount of money that I've ever made streaming. So thank you. This feels like a really cool moment to be in, and I really appreciate all of you being here and helping me do something that not a lot of people in my family have been able to do. And in a time where not a lot of people that are single or my age can just buy a home, it's crazy that I am in that conversation right now. And I'm anxious, and I'm afraid to ask for money. It took me a little bit to actually decide if I wanted to include that in my video. And so I appreciate you hearing me now. I appreciate your donations and all of the support that you have given me for years. Thank you. Thank you for being here.
Kindness reforms.
And again, B. Riley and Little Lady, thank you so much. Also, okay, so kindness reforms, pro worker stance. He's doing good stuff. He's doing good stuff for the workers.
Team once they returned. You arranged an outdoor retreat and team building.
Yes, Daddy. Okay, all right, Jill.
Which resulted
Oh, look at her face.
in the termination of one employee, idling by the team once they returned.
Actually, why did they highlight her?
You arranged an outdoor retreat and team building occurrence, which resulted in the termination of one employee and the discovery of the true identity of another.
What am I missing here? What am I missing here?
You arranged an outdoor retreat and team building.
Okay, something about the outdoor retreat makes him look at Natalie.
Which resulted in the termination.
Or just the general sense that he is looking for some kind of camaraderie here and is not getting it. It could just be that. It might not inherently link to the words that he's saying.
One employee.
But also him looking at Natalie to see if she was going to give him that stuff, give him that support in a talking to, means that he also wasn't sure if like what her stance would be.
And the discovery of the true identity of another at great risk and harm to the Egan name.
He got uncomfortable. He like picked up his butt there. Milchick is the real Trojan. I totally agree. Trojan, I've been saying this shit for days now. I don't know. When was the first thought I had about Milchick the Betrayer? I don't know. Definitely since season 1. Good catch on Natalie. But not the sexy. I'm dying. This better not be the flu. Lumen doesn't know about it. Wait, did Milchick tell Audi Irving he was best friends? Yeah. Oh, did he? I'll take Natalie is Seth's wife. That shit would be crazy. Oh my fucking, that shit would actually be crazy. Like they just, like she has to be like this puppet at work and cannot have, I don't know, there's something cool there. This is so sad. He clearly wants to be seen, have someone on his team, and he's alone. He is. Tri-desk will never not piss me off. Justice for quad desk. True. Ooh.
Mark Scout's completion of Cold Harbor.
Something about the letters that caught my attention here. XY.
Looks.
That's an interesting way to do that UI, but maybe like all of the other letters have been done and it's only the C's now. And the last, like we see all these like early, like alphabetically ordered sites. And oh wait, we might be able to disprove this. Okay, because like if this was the last, if Cold Harbor was the last of the seas, that could explain why, you know, it's important to get this done, because it's like it's the last letter, it's the last set of files. And we see D, which I think is like, I think this is the file, right? Because that D looks like it's kind of attached there. I want to blow this up. Okay, we see A, B. That kind of looks exactly like the C. Oh, this is ridiculous. I just need to know. Okay, A's, and then we boom, and then B's, and then C's blank. We go. And D's about to come up. I'm pretty sure that's the final C file. I really feel like maybe all of the other letters have been done.
Completion of Cold Harbor will be remembered as one of the greatest moments in the history of this planet.
It's got to be an afterlife.
Under your stewardship. It's quite a legacy you will leave.
Thank you, Mr. Drummond. That means a great deal.
This milestone seems to have clouded
Xylub? Kaislub?
your judgment.
Could someone like do the pronunciation spelling of that word? Mark S. spelling his seed in the wood too immediately after that story. Ew. Oh,
Time
true.
to go back to the basics, Seth.
Deal.
Okay. It's got to be immortality. It's got to be.
This milestone seems to have clouded your judgment.
It's the world, right? It's fucking. It's about legacy too. Like, it's a hell of a legacy to leave behind. Like that's the end all be all.
I think it's time to go back to
Chicxulub. Ooh, Chicxulub. Thank you.
the basics, Seth.
Chicxulub. You're actually just lying to me.
These severed workers.
Chicxulub.
I think it's time to go back to the basics, Seth. To remember these severed workers' greater purpose.
Slave labor. I love this interface. Like I've at one point I tried to do this for a video, like make the interface here. Kind of difficult. There's a lot of animation happening here.
And to treat them as what they really are.
Slaves. Excuse me. Short-lived new refining team failed. Ineffective kindness reforms failed. Calamitous Ortbo failed. And the theft of the card. I think that's the card for the security card, right? Exactly, B. Riley. He said lube. Honestly, y'all, I'm not a good reader. All right. Chicxulub. Yeah, that card, though. They put a lot of effort into that report. They did. There's the card? Yeah. Dylan, maybe Dylan fight card? Oh. The paper clips is so funny. No, the karate card? Calamitous. Bonding. Outside world. I guess it was. It was just in the outside world. Where the fuck did the TV come from? That's all I want to know. I wrote that entire script. With the idea that it could be either. And then as soon as I started editing the videos and I saw how apparent it was that TV station stand did not exist in one frame and then poofed into existence upon Helly going, hello, hello. I was very convinced that it was a simulation. But I also didn't want to rewrite the entire video. But also, like, the outside documentation here is saying that it's outside still, so... Were those pills behind? The outside world could still be a department. Could be. True, silent. It just appeared. How was it powered? Yeah. There's a trapdoor in the rock. Same for the twins. It could be. Okay, morning pills. What's that couple? Oh, their finger trap. I thought they were tampons. I was like, why does he have tampons? Tampons. The TV came out of a trap door. There's a trap. Oh no. Was there actually a trap door? Is that actually a thing? Or y'all memeing? He's got a scary face, man. Drummond?
I'm tightening the leash.
Because they're dogs. Because they're fucking dogs. Random theorying. Hell yeah. Oh, it's so good. This is so good. Oh, I love this. Yeah, I can't believe it's outside. It really feels like it could be either. But that one scene where literally they're standing there, even Dylan's looking right at it in that direction. Helly turns, screams off the cliff, and then the shot is like the TV just appears.
I see you left work.
I don't know how that happens.
May I come in?
Okay. They just showed us a new thing, I think. I don't think we've ever seen that card be left there and it keep the door open indefinitely. I think that's a new mechanic. I think. I don't know if it has like super important things, but like in theory, it could be a way to stop the elevator entirely. Like if that's the override, it just keeps the elevator there. Yeah. So no one can come up or down. Could be a way to like take over the floor entirely.
Sure.
Why would Mark be wet if it was a simulation? Yeah, Mel, you're right. Unless they like got a water bottle and sprayed him with it. I can't believe this outside. If Drummond's frolic and I'm sorry. Brennan says, if Drummond's frolic and we've seen woe, I dread seeing dread. True. This was Milchick's best line. Personally, don't believe it was outside just because of Petey's map with the team building. Yeah, like the note about not being to scale is just so good.
Did Miss Wong take notes?
The twins were played by different actors, so they have to be animatronics or something clearly meant to be uncanny valley. Yeah.
Article about it in that newspaper.
Honestly, the AI thing, like them not being able to generate faces or hands or like certain body that were perfectly identical to the actual people, felt pretty AI.
Did Miss Wong take notes? I can't wait to read her article about it in that newspaper you showed me. What was it called again? The Bullshit Gazette?
Hopefully now we can put all this grief...
Talk that shit, baby! Talk that fucking shit!
Forward to some productive work days ahead.
Power to the people!
I mean, putting the numbers in the thing.
Refining.
Right?
Yes. Does that sound good?
Whatever you say, Mr. Milchick.
It really feels like Mark's going to hold them hostage. Like Mark has a significant amount of power in this situation. And as soon as he knows that he has that, all he has to do is stop working to get whatever he wants. I've subscribed to that paper for 20 years. And you're keeping us in business. When I was a kid, my mom used to deliver a newspaper. I would get up. I was like, we were doing some real child labor things back then. And I would get up and help her deliver papers at like midnight until like 7 a.m. because we lived in rural Texas, and they were not short paper routes. I mean, we were driving for hours. The wear and tear on the car, the wear and tear on your bodies. Sleeping in a car is just not good, especially as like a growing boy. And you know, I was the man of the house. I felt the need to step up in a big way. And the only time that wasn't true was when I really wanted to play World of Warcraft. But you know, mom needed help. And where in Texas? Bastrop, Texas. Yeah, Bastrop, Texas. I delivered the paper out there for many years. Paper route pay is awful. It is. And the work is hard. It is long. It is exhausting. And yeah. What was I talking about? Oh, keeping the paper in, keeping it. Yeah. The bullshit Gazette. That job sucked. That job was terrible. Like, there were certain routes that you could get that were like truly pretty high paying for the amounts of time. You just in and out real quick, and everything is like high concentration. So your price per paper is or paper price time little thing there. You just get paid a lot for a little bit of time.
Did you and Heliot catch up?
But we did not have that route.
Did you tell her that you...
We had to drive for fucking hours and hours and hours, and we listened to coast AM radio, in which truly, honestly, pretty formative part of my life. Art Bell and Coast to Coast, God tier. It's a shock that I'm not like some crazy conspiracy nut that intimately believes in every alien theory humanly possible. The only one that I truly believe is, well, two. One, Bush did 9/11. All right, not even a theory anymore. And birds aren't real.
You fucked her outie at the Orpo. Did you and Heliot catch up?
We did.
Did you tell her that you fucked her outie at the Orpo?
Oh, dude. Oh, God, dude. Just the language, like the decision to make him say "fucked your outie" like that is just so good. Oh, look at them.
Egan, leader in waiting of this company.
He's sharing some information.
Have a restful evening.
Now Keith. Oh man. Like, did he reveal the leader in waiting thing? I mean, it's hardly a reveal. Like, we know that the Egan family thing, right? But the leader in waiting is new information, technically. It feels like he wanted him to properly understand his place, like his power, how like the person in charge of the... Seth jealous? Yeah, he is. Seth wanted to fuck Mark, and Helena just fucking greedy bitch. It felt like he wanted to embarrass Mark to like let him know his place, right? Oh man, there's something there. 100% birds aren't real, little lady. 100%. You're telling me there's that many birds, all right? And there's a crazy amount of surveillance information out in the world. Come on. Everybody knows correlation is causation. Birds aren't real. Brendan says they are originally called Berids, but people kept messing it up. True story. Berids? Is that a true story? You put anything in parentheses, I'm going to believe it. B-Riley says, was that planned? How did he know about that? Is this fucked up succession planning? I think he knew about it. I'd watch it. Smell my mustache. Okay. Making them a little making them a little cure. That's a little cure, not gonna lie. That's a little cure. Don't tell anyone else birds aren't real. I'm chatting with I'm chatting from the bunker where all the data is sent at the moment. I mean, honestly, all of the bird data is in that mine shaft, that limestone mine shaft that fucking one of the richest people, I think the richest person in the world, just has probably unsupervised access to all of the government things that we want to, keep us safe. And he's just like going and talking about our shafts to the rest of the world. Don't tell. Okay. Have you talked about the quarter time discrepancy? I will not die on this live stream. Milchick is definitely a power top. I can see it. I think he's definitely a top. I also think sometimes he likes giving up the power though. You know? Just like, but he wants someone to take it. He wants someone to want it, dude. Like, he wants Mark to just okay. Okay, I'm done.
Workers were diligent, focused on the task at hand.
Stop spilling my bird secret.
Pleasantly surprised, I noticed
someone write the fan fiction. The fan fiction we need. Have a good one, Shane. Oh, Shane, I gotta go. Peace. Shane, thank you for being here. I appreciate you so very much.
Large standard clock near the door.
Okay, this Michigan thing. Michigan territory established 1805. The sign at Irving's funeral implies limit started 18. Yeah. Gene, you're coming in here spitting some truths. My gran has a parrot. Birds aren't real. True. If you do die on this live stream, management is sending you down a water. Okay. I want to focus on what this is saying.
Pleasantly surprised, I noticed that not a single worker had a watch. They simply referenced a large standard clock near the door. Just hands and numbers and cogs and purpose. Your sovereign boss may own the clock that greets you from the wall, but you get to enjoy its ticking and thus should be happy.
You get to listen to that fucking clock tick, 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 tick. I just imagine a big EDM drop. Yeah, honestly, Rickon's right. All right. Everyone needs to get back to work and appreciate the fact that we can listen to the clicking of the clock while we can. All right. Because one day all the clocks are going to be digital and they're not going to tick anymore.
Yes. Babe, it's the literal opposite of what you were saying before.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh. I didn't realize that. I didn't. Oh, okay. Oh. Similar symptoms. Someone needs to send me baby formula. Yeah, true. Have you read Rickon's book? I have not. I need to. Honestly, y'all, I really wanted to do a whole breakdown on that. I want to do a breakdown of the intro. I also want to do the fucking Milchick the Betrayer video. But again, working full time and also doing this. I think maybe every single day from now until the next time you see me, I'm working on a video. I'm working on something, or I'm stressed about not working on it as I take a little bit of a break for me time. But yeah, if y'all aren't aware of that, there is a Apple. You can go on Apple. You can find it in a few places. But yeah, there's the whole UUR, the first 8 chapters or something are out. And you can read that shit. I've heard that it is hilarious.
One point that Nat made was.
I'm pretty sure that Cure PE is in Michigan. Yeah, it aligns, John. Sigma grind set. I'm trying.
Innies tend to thrive
I'm really trying.
in an environment of structure. And once that is established, then they are more open to self-expansion. So I am just
Hey Vic, what up, what up?
That innies tend to thrive in an environment of structure. And once that is established, then they are more open to self-expansion. So I am just trying to speak their language.
I know, but this sounds like Lumen's language.
Well, it's a...
No notes. This is a queen. She can do no wrong. This is royalty. Rickon is the jester.
The Trojan's horse. If I can get my ideas to severed workers all across the world, it might beget a revolution.
The color grading here looks so average. You are right.
These are not your ideas, and also...
Or maybe it could...
And what?
Okay, Lumen hurts people.
It does kind of look
and if you want to
washed or overexposed or something.
These are not your ideas, and also...
All these references to bees have to mean something. I totally agree. Also, look at this typewriter. This man is writing on a typewriter. Oh my God. Hey, have y'all... Tell me y'all's experience with typewriters. My mom had a typewriter. I used it. I loved it. It was the coolest thing in the world. But I think I had access to that typewriter at like 7, maybe not even that. I remember like learning how to start a new line and thinking that was the coolest shit in the world.
It hurts people, you know that. And if you want to water down your work so they can use it for their fucking propaganda, then...
He originally said the hour is yours. Yeah. I learned how to type on a typewriter. Heck yeah, Vic. Lumen recruiting Rickon, a lucky accident for them or part of the plan. I think that... I truly think it is this like fake liberal hyper progressive agenda where they are going to absolutely be able to convince the world that they are good people while cracking the whip in a way that is, you know, morally within the overtone window, right? Overtone, I think. Yeah, pollination.
This is a fiscal and creative opportunity.
Remember when you had to yeah, fucking whiteout. Devin and Rickon gonna get snatched. I'm still convinced Devin is dead. Devin is absolutely dead before the end of the season.
This is a fiscal and creative opportunity unlike any I have yet seen. And I'm not inclined to just walk away from it. Unless me selling millions of copies of my book and the life that manages to give us has somehow lost its appeal for you.
Okay, whatever.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize you were a bitch. I didn't realize you were a fucking snake. I didn't realize you had no goddamn backbone. Do you know who I am? I'm fucking Persephone. I think I'm just going to walk away before I sentence you to death. Spineless. Weak.
My book and the life that manages to give us has somehow lost its appeal.
Capitalism at its finest, yeah. Honestly, I've been thinking about the Renaissance a lot recently. Like the idea that like just also ever since I started looking into the King James Bible, really, and how like the entire thing, did he just call her? Yeah, exactly. B. Riley. Basically just the King James Bible coming to exist because the King James did not want the Geneva Bible, which was far more anti-royalty than the one that he had commissioned. He just wanted to change the narrative. And then I started thinking about like the Renaissance and like how all the art from the Renaissance was basically just like rich people deciding what trended. That shit's crazy. Like that shit is crazy. Like art is so intimately linked to money. And this scene is someone's got to pay the bills. Everyone's got a mortgage.
Okay, whatever. I'm gonna go to bed.
He's like, I'm sorry.
Of my book and the life
I'm sorry. You know this house that we like mysteriously have, and it's like giant and also like a glass house.
Manages to give us lost its appeal for you.
Do you not like that?
Okay, whatever. I'm gonna go to bed.
No. Babe.
Grovel, boy. Get on your fucking knees and grovel for her. Weak. B. Riley. He sure did. Good night. Hax doesn't sound kind of different in the scene. Doesn't he sound kind of... Oh.
Somehow lost its appeal.
He seems very self-assured.
Me selling millions of copies of my book.
Night, Nate. Hey, Nate, have a wonderful night. Catch some Z's, some ZZZs. Thank you for being here so very much. From the very beginning as well.
Has somehow lost its appeal.
Okay. Here's something interesting about like the art, like the idea of like supporting art and paying for art, or like this is all the art that, you know, he's not doing for some miraculous paycheck, and then we just saw the artist that is writing for the miraculous paycheck. And there's something interesting there. I don't know if that's intended or if I'm just like reading into it because of what I was just talking about, but I don't know. Hey, HaxDogma, AC says, is it still everybody thinking the chip is by at the pineal gland and not the hippocampus? I'm really not sure. Okay, I had this thought. What if he's calling Mr. Milchick?
It's me again. So.
Nah, maybe not. Maybe it's not Mr. Milchick. They fired me.
What my India was up to. I'm telling you to. So, they fired me. I think they know what my Innie was up to.
I think they know what my Innie was up to. Okay, he's just mistaken, I think.
I'm telling you to.
What could he be? I think he's telling him to pivot, right? It's somebody on the inside. Maybe, I don't know. Like he's trying to express some kind of word of caution as if whoever is receiving it is still a part of it. But also they're not answering.
I have to go.
It could just be Ragabi. I'm pretty positive that Milchick is the real Trojan Horse.
Hey.
Don't think we have seen who he's calling it. Yeah, we don't know. It would be weird if it's Ragabi.
Why are you following me? I got this thing when somebody.
Okay. Thruple? 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 That's all I'm gonna say. Thruple?
Shows up on my doorstep.
My fan fiction might not be fan fiction any longer, guys.
I don't know why. Call it a quirk.
Also, he's a bad Christopher Walken. The way he delivered that, like, he's like he's fearless. He's an older man here, but yeah, he's just like tracking this dude down, like following him around. He doesn't even flinch or try to drive away whenever whenever his target like addresses him.
Why were you at my house the other night? I don't know. It wasn't you at all, was it?
Christopher Prowlin. Maybe he's calling Petey's daughter. Honestly, the wife. In my oh my god, what was it, like episode 3 or 4 video? I talk about how it would be really interesting if Petey got divorced because it sold the narrative that she wasn't a part of it. And like she's been out of the situation and nobody's talking about her at all. It would be crazy if the wife, who like kind of was a strong actor, like could have a bigger role kind of actor, and it's just she's there for that one episode and is gone. It could be the daughter. It could be the wife, in my opinion. It could also be the government. It could be anything. Pandora says, as an artist myself, I give up money all the time, refusing to venerate unethical ventures. Believe it or not, it's not hard. Yeah. I thought maybe Bert and Irving were ex-lovers. So technically, Mark really are Berted. Oh, okay. I don't know. I don't know if...
Entanglement with another worker. They wouldn't tell me who.
I don't know, Zay. That's interesting. I'm glad that we never have to fucking have a real answer for that.
Unsanctioned erotic entanglement.
Unsanctioned erotic entanglement.
Another worker. They wouldn't tell
So
me
they know about the they know about the tip touching.
You think we were an item?
Yeah, Dr. Deb says I feel like it's the opposite. I do too. Like Mark is the victim there. Like she had the power, she had the knowledge, she had the ability to consent, where he wasn't. There was no fucking possibility. If the roles were reversed, we wouldn't even be talking about it. It would just be that obvious.
We had to cancel our trip to Milwaukee. Thanks for that.
AC says the chip is inserted into the memory area of the brain, which is not the penile. AC, if you want to message me, could we see the subtitles, please? Nah, we don't got too much more time. Mute. I'm sorry.
Fields. That's my husband.
AC, if you want to send me a message or something somewhere with your thought about the region of the brain that they're going into. My thought there is that in science fiction, I don't know if we need the accuracy on the things that like most of the world wouldn't care about. Like say we like start talking about wormhole technology, right? And we like Instagram works, Twitter works, Blue Sky, anything like that. But say we have a story where we have wormholes, right? And I create the story and it feels good, it feels fine. And then wormholes start like being a real thing that we could interact with. My lack of knowledge about wormholes and the lack of depth because we didn't know how to make wormholes better wouldn't take away from the story necessarily if it was written well enough. I'm not explaining my point here. I just don't know if the information about the certain parts of the brain are that important, but as you're like saying that you are a neuroscience researcher, I want to hear your thoughts. I 100% want to hear your thoughts. Yeah. Good deception. You can see it in the X-ray Helly's procedure. It's right into the pineal gland. Yeah, we do have a great X-ray of it. I think I'm just being a stickler. I know people were linking all of the pineapples, to the pineal gland, or however you spell it.
Well, Field certainly thinks so.
It's really messed up. I'm honored. I'll contact you soon. Thanks. Yeah, heck yeah. Honestly, y'all, yeah. I'm just a regular guy. If y'all want to send me a message on Instagram, you are so welcome to do so. I might not always have the capacity to reply back, but I have a good number of people that just kind of flood me with messages about their theories about a certain thing now. That's a great feeling. Y'all are all welcome to do that. But again, there's a certain amount of energy that I have in a day.
Thanks for that.
So this line here, like, it's so it feels playful.
Well, Field certainly thinks so. We had to cancel our trip to Milwaukee. Thanks for that.
That's flirting. That's gay flirting. That's 100% gay flirting.
Fields. That's my husband, Fields.
Look at his eyes. He's looking away. He's so bashful.
Yeah, well.
And I'm sorry I came at you just now.
He's a little bashful guy.
That's fine. Maybe you could, I don't know.
What?
We got a ham. We're planning to have it tomorrow. Might be
They're unicorn hunting. They're fucking unicorn hunting right now. They're like, hey, you know, we're a clean and kinky couple. Like, you know, we practice rack. We, you know, we just want to hang out and have a couple drinks. See if you like the ham. You know, we got the meats.
It'd be nice if you come over. We could sit down, talk through it all.
We got the ham. Yeah, we got a ham. Yeah.
You, me, and Fields.
Gay.
I suppose.
An actual throuple is forming in our fucking lifetime.
Great. We like red wine. Expensive.
Okay. Tomorrow.
Oh, dude, it's so good. It's so good. It's so good. Flirting old gay men are the true joy bringers, 100%. And he's like, I love it. He's like, we like expensive red wine. I want to let y'all know. I want to let you know we love expensive red wine. I don't know if I'm getting more sinister than romantic vibes, but the thruple is right there. Fields, strange first name, even for this show. Fields is a strange first name. Bert is getting super divorced. Yeah, me a few years ago, I'd be singing the hymn of fucking Polly entering the story. Probably not that.
I'll walk. Thanks.
You sure?
Are you sure? Because I could drive us. You could get out of the cold, the rain. You look a little chilly. Like I got some heat in here.
I know where you live.
Okay. Okay, but yeah, actually, so someone did point out that there is a good amount of sinisterism happening here. Totally agree. Totally agree. This could be the Baird Creek Bandit. Even his face frozen right now. That is a creepy lighting. That's a, yeah, let me laugh through the fact that I'm about to off you. And maybe me and my husband eat your body, you know, have some luxury meats.
See you tomorrow.
Yes. There is a possibility that it's sinister. Bert's gunning for some lineage spilling. Amen, Mel. The long ham. Walking as a dungeon in his basement. I agree. Oh, and then we see some bondage here, and then we see immediately bondage. Wait. Hey, it's Michael says Melonhead was foreshadowing. Yeah. Foreshadows. There it is. Foreshadows cannibalism. Oh my fucking god. Could that be it? Could that be it? All right, we see a little necklace. It looks like one of the O's, one of the frequencies. Fields of Livestock.
Sorry, there wasn't
Bert and
any
Irving.
eggnog.
Hey, Pam Jam. Have you been commenting before? You just join us. Welcome.
Might be out of season. Sorry, there wasn't any eggnog.
Okay, no eggnog.
Might be out of season.
So, everyone who said there was eggnog before, you're wrong. You're wrong. It's fucking goat milk. All right. I deserve that.
What the fuck are you doing?
I needed some pressure points, things to rattle your memories. Knitting.
Yeah, she said it gave her time to think.
I have cannibalism where I eat instead of smoke cannabis. That was good, Thomas. That's the first time I've ever heard that. Now, kindly see yourself out. Everybody gets one. Price says, I think Gemma was going to say your Audi is going to be a father. What are you talking about? It looks like colostrum. Colostrum. That's a Pam. That's a fuck. What is that? That's a breast milk thing, right?
That her?
What I thought was her.
How can there be eggnog if there are no birds? Ah, that's true. Oh, wait, what the fuck did I just see?
She said it gave her time to think.
Is that DKPS? Something postal service? Kier postal service? Dieter Kier DK Kier. I don't know. Priority Express Mail. Ooh, this is 3 digits. Wait, this is 3 digits followed by 6 digits. Which I feel like... No, it's 2 digits followed by 6 digits. Was the Cold Harbor page. I'm pretty sure. But those are the remains right there. I want to see whatever that number is. Whatever this number is, that could align to something.
That her?
No, doctor. That's not her. That's a different cremation box next to my dead wife's things.
What I thought was her. She's not dead. She's just not here. Who's in there?
They know people at the morgue.
Yeah, what I thought was her. That is really sad.
On the payroll like everywhere else in Kier. You feel all right?
I mean, the body was burned. Colostrum is the first milk produced by mammals after giving birth. That's what I'm fucking... Colostrum. Thank you. Thank you. Colostrum. That's the word I fucking needed. That's the word I needed. Yeah. When they showed the fridge filled with like bottles of little things, just some part of my 31 years got Vietnam flashbacks of like bottles of breast milk.
Basically, so,
I mean, this feels like it's telling us that they are not regrowing bodies. But like the body was burned, right? Like, did they
You feel all right?
Pam Jam, yeah. The body was burned, not Gemma's. Just some random ashes. I believe that, but like, fucking Mark said before that, like, it felt like he was indicating that he was like, I don't know. I thought that he saw the body, like he ID'd it or something, and it was burned, but maybe not. Excuse me.
basically, so, are we gonna...
One more day. Usually that's best.
What do you mean, usually? What are you talking about? Usually? Mark is drinking that Soylent Green. It's people.
Usually, you've done this once.
Thank you, Mark.
I don't want to rush things. There's risk. It's not an exact science, Mark.
I'm not sure it's science, period, but...
Also, I'm so sorry. I'm pretty sure they changed what she says here. Like the original script changed because there's a little bit of a difference in the voice, like the microphone being used specifically is what I'm talking about.
Usually you've done this once.
I don't want to rush things.
That's one microphone.
It's not an exact science, Mark.
I'm not sure it's
And that's another
science,
one.
period, but okay. You good on snacks?
For now.
And that's another one. It feels like they're like trying to, you know, because like it's kind of hard to match at times. The sound, the room sound. Kind of looks like the stuff they were feeding the human batteries in the Matrix. Vic, spoilers. Oh my god. Spoiler. I'm just kidding.
Are they hurting her?
Regabi is so sus. Alexa, welcome to the chat.
I don't know.
The production of this episode is sketchy.
Are they hurting her?
I don't know.
Oh, he looks so sad. He looks so sad.
What?
I didn't say anything.
I just set off your Alexa. Ah, fuck. I'm gonna make a note.
Your Audi can parallel park in less than 20 seconds.
Actually, so nice to say.
Your Audi can parallel park in less than 20 seconds.
Look at this little fan here. Not an insulation. Is this new? Yeah, I did it again. Mind. Y'all are giving me too much power right now. I'm about to troll all of y'all every single live stream at least once.
Your Audi can roller skate with grace. Your Audi pays
Every time I'm in a Zoom meeting.
all of his gas and electric bills within 3 business days.
Never say it. Okay. Regabi could not be a good guy. That would be interesting. That would be pretty mind fricky.
Listens to music.
The fact that he is walking from the testing floor. From the testing floor is crazy.
But not
Like, what is that telling us? Oh.
Your Audi prefers 2 scoops of ice cream in a serving,
Amen, brother.
but they must be the same flavor.
That's a weird hill to die on.
In a serving, but they must be the same
What does that say?
flavor.
Does that say testing floor? Does that say exports hall? I can't tell.
Your Audi once captured a butterfly.
Wait, Aurora, you saw the one eye symbology again in this scene here? Can you write exactly where? Looks like the break room hallway. Oh, okay, it could be. Yeah, I guess it really wasn't that dark. Where Gabi has her own motives.
Your Audi is going to be...
So fucking good, dude. So fucking good. Somebody said before that that she could be saying your Audi's going to be a father. Oh yeah, Price. I think I saw it before as well. Truly, I think that that could be the case. A father, yeah. Everything is past tense until your Audi is going to be. Ooh, neuroplastic me if. That's a great note. The sign says XXX room. Out of focus, but the first word is 5 letters. It could be break room. It probably is break room. Break room makes the most sense. A father with who? Exactly, right? The pregnancy concept. You know, honestly, if Helena is pregnant, that could be pretty wild. Okay, the other big thing that I took away from the scene is the concept that I've been talking about, where they theoretically could do some crazy things if they're able to like tap into the ability, basically to time travel mentally, to go into the scene, right? Like we see this entire thing where it's not, he's learning new information. He's literally learning what this big reveal that we're supposed to speculate about, but he's going to have that information in the present because he was able to go and do this thing. The implications are as fucking crazy as I've been talking about, where you could go back and learn anything. You could weaponize this. You could change the world.
Your Audi.
I mean, this could be the project. Like, you having the ability to experience time in a non-linear way is kind of correct.
It's going to be...
It's definitely father. It's got to be an F. Lumen maternity leave must be wild. True.
Your Audi is going to be
a flightless bird. I think that's what she was going to say. Your Audi is going to be a flightless bird. Pretty sure. 9/10 sure.
Your Audi once captured a butterfly.
Is she the butterfly? Perry referred to the collapsing of timelines. One day everyone will be Kira's children. A fake bird. A fake bird. So good.
Your Audi
also a queen.
Is going to be...
Oh, it's so sad. It's so sad. It's so sad, man. Oh, it's so sad. He just saw his wife. But like, are they kidnapping people then? Man, they might not be regrowing bodies. Yeah, I think this is the break room. Excuse me. PD, no. Hey, shout out Miss Casey. What if reintegration was Cold Harbor all along and she works for Lumen? That could be interesting. The captions just say your Audi is going to, yeah. Regabi is, yeah, I mean, that's the whole thing. Like, I feel like that's the coolest thing, is that they confirmed no cloning involved. Yeah, I think I think I know what you're talking about, Little Lady, where just the showrunners were basically talking about the wild theories. I just feel like there's, like, the information that we have is that he positively ID'd her. So if it was her, then like they'd have, like, maybe the medical, oh my god, maybe the medical salve that they started with, like, from the very beginning, they just kept improving the formula, and it now involves this, like, super goat milk stuff, colostrum, in which they can, like, fully repair bodies, maybe indefinitely. So maybe it's not exactly cloning, but it's still, like, the perpetuation. God, we are all going to be useless at work in the morning wishing we had some severance right now. True. The body could have been switched after. Yeah. That's true, but, like, the body would still be damaged, right? Like, he still saw a damaged body, I think. CRISPR case 9. Honestly, CRISPR. I truly believe that CRISPR could be a thing. I also invested into it. CRISPR is my only investment that I've lost significant amount of money on and just will never sell. Like, now, I think I bought in at like 120. I bought in super early and then it dropped. It's like 40 now. I fully believe that CRISPR could do great things. But, you know, we just don't have the practical application for it yet. But yeah, CRISPR, cool stuff. Is Helena speaking through Miss Casey? I'm not sure. Is Helena speaking through Miss Casey? I'm really not sure. Time seems goofed up. It could be. What if reintegration was called? Yep, I already read that. Brendan says, "Oh, I'm convinced time is a major component of the show. They keep beating us over the head with it subtly and obviously." Yeah, there is a. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot, right? Like, there's a lot of speculation about when things are happening and what's really going on. It seems like time is the thing, right? Like, it's the one thing we can't avoid unless you theoretically are able to perceive, like, when we know, like, time is relative. So if you could just in a very Westworld way, you know, go into the cradle or go into Rehoboam. Or what was it called? What was the actual, like, end game one? Oh my god. But basically you just perceive time in a different way. And you could theoretically exist forever if you could just slow time down enough and then be able to traverse wherever you want to. It sounds like Kelly's voice reading the facts. Yes. Lumen can control time for the innies already. Can they really? Do they? Can they? To some degree. I think I see. I think I see what you're saying. In the opening, we see goats wearing MDR suits. Little Lady says, "I'm leaning towards they had a fake Gemma from a cadaver for him to ID. I'm in the coma camp where it brings someone back from brain death. I think that could be it. Miss Casey needed her teeth fix." Memory is always traveling back in time. True. And if everyone gets a chip, Lumen can control time already. And if everyone, okay. All right. I saw another breakdown mention those 4 circles in Cold Harbor file something to do with a dead cell or brain. Could be. Honestly, the idea of comas and the Glasgow coma thing, the coma thing is really interesting. It really could be a coma. That, like, they're keeping these bodies in, and similar to like a preserving like a preservation state where like Walt Disney also had his brain frozen or something frozen, or maybe his entire body frozen, so that whenever the technology existed, they could bring him back. It could be that, and comas are pretty close to that, I think. I mean, they're vastly different for large amounts of reasons, but the theoretical that we're talking about, I think they're identical. Dario consciousness was stored and put in a new body. That's a great point. Like, yeah, Dario having like rope, like his elevator was a rope, or probably like a lever, like pulley system, like a single shaft. Just stickler things. AC says otherwise the RAS score was used. AC before that says. Okay, well, with that we come to one last little part.
His wife, and so he stops listening to Irving, and then Irving essentially dies. So it's a hard thing for him to process. Sorry, I let you down.
Yeah, you are sorry. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry too.
As Dylan is going through this guilt, Irving is still trying to help him. So Irving is very much a presence for the Innie section of this episode, even though he's not there, except in melon form. As soon as they wield that,
he really just cut his whole ear off, like the whole ear.
that head in, I was like, okay, I think this season's gonna work.
Why?
Who the fuck are you?
What are you talking about?
We wanted to
As soon as trying to help him in, I was like, okay, I think this season Irving is very much a presence for the Innie section of this episode, even though he's not there, except in melon form. As soon as they wheeled that head in, I was like, okay, I think this season's gonna work.
What are you talking about, Dan? What are you saying?
We wanted to introduce
why?
an apprentice intern type who's very young.
I'm Miss Swung.
These characters are interacting with this young adult who is kind of their boss too. So that's just an interesting dynamic.
I just want to see somebody fight a child. I feel like I don't have like many asks.
I am lucky enough to have made 4 new friends today.
That's nice, Mark. But I have to remind you that I'm a supervisor, not a friend.
You are not sure who this person is or why they're there and why are they so young.
Why are you a child?
Why are we watching this? This is an old. This is episodes ago.
We found a really amazing young actress,
Sorry.
Sarah Bach, and
My
I
throat
think
is killing
she
me.
has just the right demeanor where she understood corporate mentalities and feels
How?
very self-assured at a young age.
Miss Wong comes out of nowhere. It's like, who is this little girl? And she is not intimidated by Milchick's leadership or presence.
She's very opinionated and strong-willed, so she's not afraid to let him know that she disagrees with him.
They're hinting at a Wong reveal next episode. True. Yeah, they're doing a lot right now. I like extrapolating across episodes. Kill me. Brendan says in the handbook on page 3, it says the refiners are removing impurities from data and reorganizing that data into the purest form. It says refiners have exceptional intuition and emotional intelligence. Okay, Little Lady says, just to expand, I think Mark is refining Gemma in a sense to bring back some form of consciousness. Maybe not necessarily her or her memories, but her at the core. Who you are in some philosophy. I totally agree. Yeah, it feels like, I feel like there's still a perception thing because they focused on like the eyes. You know, they showed us like in the end of episode 1 of season 2, they show like the eyes and then her and then Cold Harbor and then the numbers and then back to Mark's eyes. It really feels like she is the core of her and what she was is being refined or is being worked on. And it's through the lens of Mark and how he knew her.
Women should be run. again.
And then like in that episode or the next one, we get like a wild puffing of chest to let everybody know that there's a difference between like how intimately he knew her and how his sister knew her.
Kind of a back and forth of him trying to educate her and her trying to stand up to him.
The Cold Harbor numbers zoomed out, make the image we saw at the end of episode 1.
Funeral makes them feel like people.
Yeah.
Milchick finds himself wondering if she's trying to usurp his role, but at the same time, you know, he's reckoning with how he feels about the company as a whole.
Your first performance review is to
So crazy, man.
Very much so. I think the performance review comes at a terrible time. It's right after the Orc Bowl, where there was a massive screw up.
I love this man. If anyone is ever mean to him, talk to me.
So there's a lot of tension coming into this.
You're
Very much so. I think the performance review comes at a terrible time. It's right after the Orc Bowl, where there was a massive screw up.
Look how happy he is.
Tension coming into this.
That's a happy guy.
You arranged an outdoor retreat and team-building occurrence at great risk and harm to the eager.
Like he just comes in and does the most, and also takes a pro-worker stance. He's like doing happiness things.
Name.
Milchick is under the court.
And also does wild things that put the entire company and the family lineage at risk.
The pressure
like,
of being this middle manager now that he's taken over Cobell's job.
There's crazy shit happening
really
there.
Under the gun.
Uses too many big words.
Miss Wong was petty. She went and reported me about the words.
I'll never trust information provided to me this way. Ever.
Come on, really?
It's always a game.
I don't know why.
With Loon.
I've been burned in some kind of capacity. I'll never trust that.
Milchick is well aware of this, but you see him trying to keep that at bay and not let that rock him. But it's really hard not to.
The paper clips, though. The paper clips is unacceptable.
Review could be the end of Milchick.
They're playing some mind games. There. Why do you think Milkshake stepped up to Mark in the elevator and asked if he told Helly about them boinking? If he is a secret agent, it is... Well, I don't really know. I mean, in that moment, it felt like he was truly just on the side of Lumen and was letting the slave know his fucking place in the pecking order. Like he was property for her, the next god of this company and world, to do with whatever she wanted. It's kind of how I felt in that moment. Phil says a Black Mirror episode covered the topic of reconstructed consciousness from the memories of another person. Yeah, I forget the name of that episode, but love Black Mirror. Also, San Junipero is one of the best pieces of fiction and most influential pieces of fiction in maybe ever in my life. I remember watching that. I remember being deeply moved, like pre-Westworld or around the times of Westworld, being just so moved at the concept of a digital existence and a digital afterlife like that. You can't see it, but the story that I have kind of mapped out on my wall above me is going to deal with similar topics. In the 80s, they used to make images of people out of a ton of ASCII characters. They still do. There's a... Oh, man. There was a website that I found. How am I going to find this again? There was a website that I once had, that I had on it as a tab, and I didn't want to get rid of because I wanted to do something like a cool intro with this. But you basically just upload a picture and it automatically converts it, like detailed pictures, like landscapes, and it would make it a gigantic picture in ASCII form. If somebody knows what website I'm talking about, put it in the chat without the link. Like, don't put the .com, because otherwise it won't show up. Keep Mark off balance. Brennan says Milkchick getting annoyed at Miss Wong, ratting him out is also pretty ironic considering he did the same in that position. True. We're seeing the actor. Yeah, right? So animated. So happy.
She wasn't me.
Obviously not.
The aftermath of the Ortbo is Mark second guessing who Helly actually is and who it is he's in love with.
Just coming up on 1 a.m.
He's still being tricked.
3 hours, 30 minutes.
He's just a pawn in some game that the Egans are playing. Mark.
ASCII
All of a
portrait
sudden-
generator. Is that it? I think it had a different name. Honestly, I'll see if I can find it. It like I've played with ASCII art generators for years. This thing was brand new, and it was truly something special. Or maybe it was a GitHub thing. Not important. Not important.
There's this.
I kind of missed season 1 mark. Yeah.
Complication in their relationship regarding trust, and even trusting that she actually still is Helly, and Helly feeling that her life has been stolen from her. So she has a lot of anger with Helena.
They know everything we're doing because Helena told them.
That wasn't me.
So they're kind of in a mess. You know, like most relationships.
Oh, Ben's so cute. Ben, he's just an awkward guy.
They fired me. I think they...
Might the website still be in your history, Hacks? Yeah, but
We still don't know exactly.
I'm a grown man.
Why Irving came to Lumen.
I'm not gonna go in my history while I'm live streaming.
Hallway and why he wants you need to go there. And I think that's one of the questions that will keep us going.
Python library that gets better and better. Most tools use open source. Yeah, I feel like it could be that. All right, and that was the episode. That was it. That was the end all be all of episode 5. Search history reveal. All right, listen, you hit that GoFundMe and we can talk. Everybody, thank you so very much for being here. I'm going to wait a few moments as we get our final questions and all that sorted out. What an episode. So much fun. Irving is gone. That's sad. Though we've talked about before how it's kind of an environment where death isn't as final as it could be. So I'm excited to see what happens. I am excited to see this next episode have Miss Cobell, because I do want to know what she's up to. Yeah. What is she doing right now? Is she under a bridge? Is there a troll? Is there a sphinx with riddles? What is she doing? Miss Cobell? Where'd you go? I miss you so. That was for you, Miss Cobell. All right. Goodbye, everybody. We are going to call it a night. Again, thank you to all of the people who showed up, who chatted, who donated. Little Lady, I appreciate you so very much. Our top donor of the night. Thank you again, everybody. As we clock out here, I do want to do one last call. The GoFundMe is linked in the description. This is going to be for the closing costs of my first home, my very first home, my entire life. And this is just a little rally to help me have a community come together around me and, show me some love in this regard as well. Thank you so very much for being here. And I cannot wait to talk to you all again